T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
LadyChann! Fight!
Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless, and welcome to Channalytics on Cumbox with Shan, Tardiness with Shan, kaboom. That's right, my humblest apologies for not being on time. You hear it every week, week after week after week. It's not the best, but you know. But welcome to Channalytics. Cumbox with Shan, All right, so it's BIVOL, BETERBIEV, the conclusion that dragged. We started off with the first part where we looked at BIVOL and BETERBIEV, who has the best resume. Probably not the best thing to do on a Friday night where everybody's out, but, you know, we had to get this out, and scheduling, not feeling well, all different things was happening. So, you know, we're here to deliver, and we've got my trusty, great compadres in the booty. So let's just read out the members only. Let's go. So we've got Andrew H in the building, Modern King Boxing in the building, Don Juan in the building, Ben Adams, Stephen T, ERF Boxing, Mark, Slim Boxing Commentary in the building, Mark Niggity Nash in the building, Dub Right Side, R to the Left, G-Style, Devil Beach, Jimmy McKinley, Ringside Reporter Live in the building, Queen Lisa Bales, AJL Day, Charlo, Aplo Type El Primero in the building, Dr. P, Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, Con Shaunery, King of King, what up, LadyChann, in the building, Pitbull, Boxing God, Zara, Sports Heaven, what up, King, Don Wani in the building, Ahmed, Hector Garcia, mi esposo número uno, ya tú sabes, in the building, and Zonda and DB Donald Banks in the building. Shouts out to the members. If you would like to join the members, hit the link that one of the mods will put up, but definitely hit the link on the front of my channel page and make it so. So let's get two of us here. What's going on? Where were you? Where you at? Where you at? We need you at. We need you here. Okay, so I'm introducing. Introducing. Oh yeah, Lisa's a bit late on this one because commitments. I forgot. Shouts out to you, Lisa. Sorry, I had to stop my introducing because the thought just ran on my head. Introducing. Sporting icons and AJLJ Alex. Ding, 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 ding. What up, guys?
Hello.
Sporting icons is sleeping.
Hello.
Hello. Tatty man. Tatty
Taid.
Have you heard that saying before, Sporting?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe we was like, what is that? He was like, potato head. Like, sorry, it's just a yeah. Sorry, guys, it's something that I was speaking to Sporting just before going on air. Taid, and he's like, we said it for years after. I've never forgotten it, and he said that I was probably about 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, I've always remembered that. Yeah, from shouts out to the Newcastle Massive and crew in the booties. Shouts out to the California crew in the booties. Shouts out to LDN in the booties. Cool. Let go. I know this one is dragged aplenty, but bear with us. Things don't always go according to plan, but we always bring, what we need to bring when we need to bring it. Better late than never. So, okay, you have to go. So, we did the BETERBIEV. We had a little private meeting as we do, before we, to correlate all the okay, we need you, Kev, to correlate all the stats, facts, and data. Where are you, Kev? I need to really get these things into order.
See, facts matter. So if we're going to have a conversation, we have to agree that there's some things that are just true. Facts and data matter.
R.I.P. to the late, great Kevin Samuels in the British. Facts and data matter. That's right, they do, guys. They really do matter. So, did we have to pull up anything the last time? I can't remember. Did we pull up the box rec for them to see, or did we just deliver?
Oh, we did.
We pulled it up to show.
Yep, we did.
Okay, let's go. All right, let's go. BIVOL. Now let's go BETERBs. BETERB. And we shall show. Okie dokes.
Whatever will be, will be.
The future's not ours to see.
Que sera, sera.
I know. Shouts out to us in being from the UK that we want to sing that song. I don't know why that came on my mind this morning. I have no clue, but yeah. Thanks.
Have you had OXO today or something?
OXO? Oh yeah, the gravy. Because that was on the advert.
Yeah, it was the advert, wasn't it?
Oh, I could do something with some gravy. I haven't eaten it yet again. You know me. God. BIVOL box rec. Box. Come on. BIVOL box rec. There we go. There we go. God, I forgot to put my glasses on, but it's okay. It's okay. What? All right. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, why isn't there anyone in the chat? This is a bit dire. Yeah, I was just speaking to people that were like, "Yeah, we'll see you on the show just in a minute," and now they're not in the chat. Like literally, just like 2 minutes ago. Moya Daniel, very strange. Very strange. Okay. Let me share screen. Share. Shall we share entire screen? Share. When you share the window, yeah. When you share entire screen, no, we want to share the window. Okie dokes, let go. This is the one that we are to share. All right. And then I'll take off the banner because that always gets in the way. That one. So then we can fleet between the two. You can see the both like that. Okay. Right. So. Okay. Maybe I should have watched. So, right. So what we did is we compiled, as we did the last time with Spence and Crawford, we compiled a tally chart of how many 0-star fighters, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star in the end when we went through each of the specific opponents for the last 2 episodes. If you haven't watched it, go and see part 1 and part 2. This is solely the conclusion, by the way. We tallied up how many current champs at the time that relevant fighter fought, if any, And I think, yeah, any ATGs and Hall of Famers is taken into consideration. And that was about it. This one wasn't this one was surprising because on the poll, let's check out the poll actually. Because I did put a poll up. Thanks for everybody that participate. Oh, punch myself in the mouth. Participated in the poll. These microphones are deadly, isn't it? Bloody hell. Do you know how many times I've chipped my tooth before on stage with microphones to get ding ding? Not the best thing when you're
I'll kick
these
that
metal.
microphone's ass.
Huh?
I'll kick that microphone's ass.
I know. Motherfucking ass. I know. Bloody microphone. My friend. Okay, so you guys can see this. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So there we go. 181 votes, and 62% of people thought Dimitri Bivol has the better resume, and 38%, as you can see, of people. There you go. Thinks BETERBIEV has a better resume. Oh, okay. All right. That's what y'all think. So we will out of that. Yeah, so we will bring you to Arthur. So AJ Sporting, what do you want to tell me? So we ran down the list, didn't we? So we had BETERBIEV coming in with no zip. No, he had. Did he have what? He had 1 0-star fighter, which was, well, he was a 0.5. He's a 0.5 fighter, a 0.5 fighter. Not a hell of a fighter. He likes to thank Al Heyman with his 0.5 stars. I like to thank God first and foremost. And did I say Al Heyman? He comes before God.
Always.
I know, so embarrassing the name of their Al Heyman. Alvara Enriquez. Ya tú sabes. There he is. So, there he is there. Suspended by the Commission of Tijuana with his driving license. As you can see, you know. Now you know why.
Peter Sutcliffe.
Yeah. I've got one of those the Moors. The Moors. Them lot that to call them.
Missing part of his eyebrow?
God, I remember that. Yeah, part of the eyebrows gone. This is definitely some kind of. This is you know, when you go in the passport booth.
Yeah.
Because it's still got the cling film on that bit. He hasn't took it off when he scanned it. There's the cling film.
Oh God.
Yeah, took off his eyebrow. Don't know why. And you're a 0.5 star fighter. BETERBIEV, this, I'm surprised he even fought a geezer like this. I don't care even if it was at the beginning of your career. There was just really no need. Really no need.
It's hard to find opponents to get in there with a guy with sledgehammers for fists. So
yeah. And he definitely got knocked out because it's BETERBIEV. He got knocked out. Let me just have a look. Okay, sorry. Fought about 20,000 people. You know, he's the Mexican journeyman, isn't it? For sure, boy. Yeah. Because all his fights have been in Mexico. It's come through and smash him up. God. There's BETERBIEV. First round KO. The end. Yeah, he got KO'd in the first round. Shit.
I didn't want to watch that.
This guy's had another KO, first round KO. So I was just having a look. That just piqued my interest how many times he'd been KO'd in the first round. Yeah, Adonis Stevenson KO'd him in the first round. Wow. Okay, I'm reloaded. All right, cool. Coolio and the gang. So he has fought. We've did the rundown individually of all of all the people anyway, so we no need to do that. So he was a 1-star fight, a 0-star fighter, a 0.5 star fighter at the time of the fight. And then we had BETERBIEV fighting 4 4-star fighters at the time, 1 2-star fighter, 6. How many? AJ, do me a favor. I've got 5 here, but I've got the thing written.
What's up?
6. Is it 6 3-star fighters? Who did BETERBIEV? Was that Sporting or?
Yeah,
That
that was
was
me.
Ford. I did
How
do all
many?
that.
How many 6-star fighters? I mean, 3-star fighters. I've put
Oh.
5, but I've got 6 going through.
Okay, one sec.
Sorry.
Was you after what? 3-star fighters.
Yeah, 3-star. He's a 3-star fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter.
Okay, so he fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-star fighters.
Okay, yeah, Shani tallied it 6 and Rip 5. Okie dokes. And then so 6 3-star fighters and 4 4-star fighters and 3 5-star fighters. BETERBIEV, would you guys like to say how many current champs that he had and who they were at that time?
Alexander Dvorak and Joe Smith Jr.
That is correct. Alexander Dvorak and Joe Smith Jr. That was for, we said the Dvorak was for the WBC and Smith Jr. was for the WBO, not the WBA. So yeah, he wiped out. And then, all right, you can, like, AJ, I think Sporting did point out, you know, Marcus Brown was at the time an interim.
He was a mandatory.
Oh yeah, was he? Oh, was he a Mando?
He was.
What?
He was.
What belt was he a Mando?
For the WBC mandatory.
For the WBC, yeah. And then we see what happens anyway. And then we've got.
He was an interim champion though in the past, though, if I'm not mistaken, for the WBA. But he wasn't at the time BETERBIEV fought him though.
Oh, he went on after to be that interim afterwards, or before?
It was before. Yeah, he lost his interim status when he lost to John Pascal when he took his first belt. Yeah,
and then the WBC. It was that when they fought not too long ago.
Yeah. When was that fight? I think back in 2019. That's when he first lost. Then after that, I think he had 1 fight.
No,
he's been kind of inactive.
No, BETERBIEV fought him not in Brown in not in 2019.
I'm talking about when Brown fought John Pascal. John Pascal.
Yeah, no, I'm saying then BETERBIEV fought him in what, 2020?
Late 2021. Yeah. December that year, I think. Yeah.
Right. Cool. Okay. And then, all right, BIVOL. How many 1-star, 0-star fighters? He had
0.
No 0-star fighters. Yeah. He had no 0-star fighters. He had 2 1-star fighters. He had 6 2-star fighters. 4 3-star fighters. 3 3-star fighters and 3. AJ, do me one last check because my mind wasn't working here. How many 5-star fighters?
5.
5, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's 5 5-star fighters.
I kept those notes.
I know, you have to. You always have to keep them because I do have them, but I'm just writing stuff a bit. So basically, and he fought an ATG being Saul Canelo Alvarez, who we could say is an all-time great for sure, and a Hall of Famer will be first ballot for sure, and undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. So, what do you guys want to say about that? Because with the results that we have, guys, we'll have to say that basically Artur BETERBIEV has the better resume.
On paper.
On paper. Please expound.
I mean, the fact alone that BETERBIEV beat two current reigning champs actually, holds a lot of ground, for that argument, because I know it's not BIVOL's fault, but he never did that, unfortunately, So, and like already somebody who's done that stakes a claim that, like, your resume is better than theirs, or just whatever else, how you want to put it. So, but BIVOL's not far. He's not far. I mean, he's he can still get good wins and match BETERBIEV in time. So, depending on how long they fight.
Sporting? What you're saying on paper? What do you mean on paper solamente?
Well, I mean, a couple things up by that. Like, firstly, it hurts my soul that BETERBIEV has a better one than BIVOL. I'm not going to lie, but we have to admit the facts. It's true.
I know.
But to be fair, Dimitri Bivol is, he has defeated people like Isaac Chilemba and Jean Pascal and Sullivan Barrera and Craig Richards, who was a good fighter, and Gilberto Ramirez last time out was there though. So he has a very, very good resume. Just that he's fighting people when they're not the champions and at the wrong time, and he's not unified.
Yeah, he's not a unified. He's not a unified fighter. Yeah, he's not. So basically, BETERBIEV wins.
I still feel Bivol will bash him up though.
Yeah, me too. Bivol basically beats him.
I agree.
Yeah. I think
It
Bivol does beat BETERBIEV.
Bivol's got the perfect style for the job.
That's why we want to see the damn fight happen, to be fair. Sooner rather than later. I mean, Dimitri Bivol's been a champ for what, 6 years? He's had that title for 6 years.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't. There's no reason why they shouldn't have fought. Why have they avoided each other? Because that's what it looks like.
I'm wondering if they both even want the fight, honestly. You know what I mean? They both claim they want it, but it's like, why aren't we getting it?
Bivol says he wants it. He's down for legacy.
Yeah, BETERBIEV has said the same as well. They both got kind of like a nonchalant, oh yeah, we want the fight, but what are they really both doing to make it on their end? You know what I mean?
Because Bob Arum don't want it. Bob Arum's openly said.
Yeah. Bob Arum is the one who's poured salt all over it. He's the one who's only poured cold water on it.
Yeah. Do you think it's just solely to do with Bob? Yeah. Because he did mention that before. He was trying to avoid that. I remember seeing him say that on some of these, one of these news outlets commentaries. He wasn't that chuffed because he knew he'd lose a champ. Yeah,
I mean, he's getting older, man. He's about to be 40, not long from now. So it's like you got to put him in a big fight. Like it's either not with or otherwise some mandatory challenger is gonna get lucky one day and beat him. No, not lucky. He's just gonna, he's gonna get got by someone.
Right.
So you might as well just cash him out now while you can. Put him in that fight, and if he wins, great. If not, oh well, it is what it is. That's why, like, if he fights Callum Smith, I wouldn't be too mad if Callum Smith lost, because I've stressed that if Callum Smith wins, the first thing that he's doing is making that fight with BIVOL.
Right.
He'd be an idiot not to, honestly.
And they're in the same stables, so that would be.
So it's an in-house fight. So that makes the fight to do, and he'll do it in a cinch.
Well, let's hope it happens that way then, shall we? Because, mate,
so that's why I wouldn't be upset if Callum Smith beat BETERBIEV, because then we finally get the fight, and it'll be easier. Yeah. And Bob can't do nothing to prevent it. So,
what's annoying is that Matchroom had BIVOL and BETERBIEV in the same stable at one point.
Yes, he did. He fought Callum Johnson.
Really?
Callum Johnson was on a Matchroom card.
That's right.
Hang on. So what? Eddie had BETERBIEV on his side as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he sure did.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Callum Johnson. That was on the undercard of the Matchroom card. This fight with Callum Johnson. Yep.
So why he never made it happen then?
It was only one fight. He did one fight. The BETERBIEV went to Top Rank after that.
And then he went to top. Then he went over. I wonder what was the reason why he went over to Top Rank.
Well, in fairness, he did unify with Vostok shortly after. So there were champions over there for him to fight.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what he did. So he fought Vostok. Yeah. Then he fought Joe. But now it's, but he could have fought BIVOL while he was there. I just don't know why it didn't happen. It's unfortunate. But still, I mean, still he did leave the unify with other champions. So it's not like I'm hating the move too much. So, yeah.
Interessante. Yeah, different side of the street. Guess,
and probably back then the fight honestly wouldn't have been as big, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, because back then practically nobody knew who they were. They pretty much had no profile back in like 2017, 2018, So
Yeah.
But now they're a lot known now, so the fight would be bigger. But if it happened back then, it probably would have had no buzz. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we would like to see that sooner rather than later.
yeah. Now we want to see. Now we want to see it. We need to see that fight. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've absolutely. This was very quick because we absolutely got. I think because the first one when we did was Spence and Crawford. You know, when you do something for the first time, it takes longer to do.
Yeah.
The
Plus
longest
a lot of side talk.
Yeah, the longest part of this process is absolutely going through fighter, you know, the opponent and the opponent's opponents. But it's always fun. And the next one that we're gonna do, because you know we need to stick to certain algorithms. With this one, we did drag it out, but it will be down for forever and ever for you guys to have a look at least. Gonna do so we're gonna do Fury and Joshua's resume.
Nice.
That will be
easy.
fun.
That's easy.
But you say people, yeah, no, but you say, yeah. Look, you could say that it's easy, and then you can look at things, and when you start looking at things and opening,
that's true. That's very true.
There's other bits that you don't realize.
We might notice things we didn't see before. So
yeah, you're like, okay, yeah, what? Yeah, so that would be very interesting to have a look at. Got other few on the way, and yeah. Oh yeah, we've got some good guests, but I can't wait to come back on also on Monday for the weekly wrap up. Shiggity. So you know how we do.
We got a big weekend of boxing, man. A lot of cards on. So
yeah. That'll be on Monday. Who's fighting tomorrow?
Shakur's coming back against Yoshino guy. Yoshino.
Kino or Japanese geezer?
Yep, unbeaten lightweight contender. Very good fighter. I've seen him fight. He demolished Masayoshi Nakatani, I think, in his last fight.
Yeah, that was his last fight that he had with Nakatani.
Stopped him in 6 rounds, I think. Then now he was the only one who had the stones to step up to fight him. They literally combed through those ranks trying to find an opponent for Shakur. Isaac Cruz said no. William Zepeda said no. George Camboso said no. Until finally Yoshino accepted the fight, and here we are.
Oh, they're cowards like that. At 135, and they was all like, "Nah, we don't want any piece of him."
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Yoshino said yes, so he's the only one that had the balls to take the fight.
Shouts out to him then.
Yep.
Is it going to be in the US?
Oh yeah, no. New Jersey. Yeah. She comes on.
Yeah, MJ, his hometown. And then who else is
we got Jesse Bam Rodriguez headlining on the matchroom.
Yeah,
this movie counts for the vacant flyweight title, the WBO. Christian Gonzalez. We got MJ Akhmadaliev as the co-main. I think he's making the defense. It's going to be some good cards, man. I'm really excited.
All on DAZN.
Yep, DAZN Matchroom. And then we got the top ring. Got Keyshawn, Shushu Carrington, Jared Anderson on the top ring card too. So yeah, it's going to be good stuff.
Oh yeah, that's going to be sporting. You're going to watch that. That's going to be a early morning for us.
Damn.
Sports, the Jared Anderson and all of that. Yeah.
Well, Showtime got a card as well.
Oh yeah, Sebastian Fedora's fighting. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, bloody hell! Who's he fighting again?
Brian Mendoza.
Oh yeah.
He just stopped Jason. He just stopped Jason Rosario. He's coming off that win. So.
Have you seen the undercard for that Showtime one? You know how people keep talking about Frank Sanchez. He's going to be the next big boogeyman of the heavyweight division. Have you seen this arsebag that he's fighting? Daniel Martz. I ain't even joking with you. He's fighting Daniel Martz, a guy with 10 losses and 10 knockout losses.
Didn't Luis Ortiz beat that guy?
Really?
Yeah, he did in 2 rounds. Joseph Parker knocked him out in 1 round. Fabio Wardley knocked him out in 2 rounds last time out.
The matching him terribly.
Jesus Christ.
This matchmaking is awful. Awful. Just terrible.
And then I hear people got the cheek to say that Frank Sanchez could beat Anthony Joshua. No, he can't.
Oh, Jesus. Not taking on opponents like that, he won't.
If that was Anthony Joshua fighting that type of fight, he would get stoned in the town centre.
Oh, we crushed Daniel Martz, man, in a round.
No, but I'm saying, do you see how it's all right for Frank Sanchez? You know, that they hail as, that he's definitely going to be a world beater. And he's fighting a 0-star fighter.
Every time Frank Sanchez fights, I got the NyQuil on the shelf. So
I hate Sanchez's fight style. Me too. I know Cuban and whatever and etc. etc.
And nobody gonna tell me that Frank Sanchez is 30 years old.
Nope.
He's
Not
about
buying
40.
it.
If he's 30 years old, I'm 21.
In Cuban
I'm telling
years,
you.
he's probably 35
He's
and
30,
36.
I'm 15.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
In Cuban years, that's 35 and 36. If you're like 30, so
Probably about 38 to 40. He's in the late top end 30s, late 39, hanging on for dear life in the 30s bracket. That dude, well, I remember when I first saw him and they said he was 27. I was like, no
he's
way.
not.
I was like, no way. No, you're not, mate. No, you're not.
Man, he was 27 when I was 27. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, he was 27 when there was pharaohs around. You know what I mean? Stop. Him and Louis
lying about the ages, man. How old is David Morrell then in that case?
Yeah, I know. I don't think his age is either. I don't believe he's 25 or 26.
Got to be 30 or 32.
He's about 30. For sure. For sure.
You think you can cough that up from Uncle Ronnie? How old is he really? Like, ask Uncle Ronnie, how old is he really?
Uncle Ronnie's going to probably stand by his word. He'll probably laugh and not reveal, but the laugh will mean everything. No way. As soon as I saw that he was 25, I went, no way. In my head, I went, no way. No.
He's had a rough life, man.
You've had a rough life. But to get over to the States, they have to tell... Is it they have to change their name, their ages? Cuban
I think so. Yeah, I really don't know the process behind the sport. You know?
Yeah. Because
it's because in Cuba, and this is the fact, 18 months of our time is 1 year of theirs.
God, oh my God, it could be that, man. That is so laid back that their year is 18 months. Fucking hell.
It's like living on Mars. It's like totally different days.
No, our year is 6 months. Their year is 6 months. So every 6 months they've got a birthday. It clearly has to. But then they try and make it like it's 8 years for real. Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. At least try and match what you look. Yeah, they look really old, and it's just like, oh, I'm 22. I'm just like,
I'm 22, but I've got a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old son.
yeah. And I've been married for 15 years.
It's funny. I tell people my age, and they don't believe me. They think I'm younger usually. So
yeah, you do look way younger. To be fair, do you know what I mean? But that would make sense that if you would say that you was younger because you absolutely looked it. These guys look 10 plus on the age that they're saying. It's just Luis Ortiz was the
He's got to be in his mid-50s by now.
Yeah. Because Lennox Lewis said he sparred him, and Lennox Lewis, he said Ortiz at the time was about 16, 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
was this back in the 80s?
Maybe he said he was 16 or 17 years old, and he was really about 25 then. But that still makes him mad old.
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis spilled the cat out of the bag. What up, Ayo? Yes, Ayo. LadyChann, AJ, the panel. I know.
Salute, Ayo.
We was oh God, no, you know, I was trickling through. We revealed that basically Artur Beterbiev has the better resume than Dmitry BIVOL. If you die, you die. If you die, you die. Oh, we got a super chat. Where was you lot then in the beginning? God, we were like, we're going to say bye, and then you lot come
now
through.
Now they coming through the woodwork.
Where was you before? It's my guy. Ohio runs boxing. Thank you for dropping up $0.25 on your girl. Oh, I love you, boo. I love you too.
Watch it, Ohio. She's mine.
Look. They're dragging me. Both sides. Drag. Who can get the girl? It's like it's Godzilla. No,
It's
what
tug
was
of
it?
war. It's tug of war.
It's tug of war. But make sure my arms don't pop right off. I need my arms. I really do. Shouts out to you though. He's my guy though. Shouts out to Ohio.
That coming through. I mean, but Chan, you said where were you before? It's like y'all ever been on the phone with somebody you want to get off so bad, but the person you talk to just won't shut their mouth.
many a time. Yeah, it does happen.
Oh, that gets so annoying.
But no, not in this form. It just shows me that sometimes they're not that well informed, even though it's on the community. Sometimes they're at another channel and then they're like, "Oh, Shann's live," and then they're like, "All right, this one's closing down." Then we may trickle over here for a little minute. Then sometimes it's Friday. It's Friday night, and most people, I don't know. You know, the culture of going out isn't big. Yeah, we're going out because of since the the virus, people stopped going out as much, even when we was allowed to.
Well, don't forget, it's not just Friday. It's Good Friday. Everybody's eating hot cross buns.
Friday as well. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because it's Easter weekend. Yeah, so it's fish and bread. You're supposed to only eat fish and bread today.
And hot cross buns.
Yeah, I've got hot cross buns, so I will do. Yes, my guy, boxing beats and rhymes in the Buddhism. Beats, we want you on one of these as well to do. If you would graciously give us your presence as well for to do one of these deep dives, these resume deep dives, if you don't mind. Yeah. The next one we're doing is AJ and Fury. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So that's the next one. So yeah, but I'll shout you. I'll speak to you and see what's up. We got Dennis McManus. Are you from Northern Ireland? No, it's a cracker. It's a cracker. No, McManus is Irish.
Is it?
McManus. If he was Scottish, it would be Mac. McManus. McManus. It's a cracker. It's a cracker. What up, Dennis? Am I looking like a cracker? Yeah. Oh God. Well, in the right way, because
don't go there. Just don't go there.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking that.
In the right way, we say it's a cracker, it meaning adjacent. Thank you very much, Dennis. Oh no, don't go there. Hey yo, yes. What's up? Beats the goat in the Buddhism. Yeah. Beats. Oh, he's got a question for Beats. Long way to go for Keyshawn. Ayo. Beats, question for you. Do you think Keyshawn has a higher ceiling than Shakur?
No.
Beats has said it's long. Do you not think? I think they're both. Well, highest.
Shakur's more developed now because he's been a champion. He's been a 2-division champion and a unified champion. So Shakur, he's miles ahead of Keyshawn in terms of development. So yeah, I think it's still a long way to go for Keyshawn. He's only got 7-8 fights. So yeah, I agree with Beats. I agree with Beats. But he does have a lot of potential though. So
yeah, he's got power. He's a banger.
You're stepping him up nicely too. I like that as well.
Yeah, they're pacing him. Yeah. Do you want the link? Come through, Beats. Come through.
That's a party.
We're gonna rock out. There you go, Beats.
Copyright.
What did you say? Exporting?
Copyright coming in.
Oh no! It's copyright free. It's on my pad.
Okay.
Copyright free. Nah, it's just on the pad. Introducing. Introducing Boxing, beats, and rhymes in the building. Ding, 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 ding. What up, Beats?
Little
What's
Beach.
up, man? Big up.
What's
Big
up?
up. Big up. Yes, yes, yes.
What
Oh,
up?
It's good that Sporting Icons is on here too, yeah? I tagged you in a post the other week, Shan, but you didn't react.
You tagged me in the what?
I tagged you in a post the other week.
Where?
Channel 5 card, right? On Twitter, right?
Oh, on Twitter. Are you sure, Beats? You know me on
Boris
Twitter.
Crichton. Remember we was doing the commentary on Sporting Icons card?
Yeah.
See the guy who the black guy from Edinburgh who won the last fight?
Yeah.
He got on the Channel 5 card against Lyndon
Lyndon
Arthur
Arthur.
and did pretty well. And did
Oh,
pretty
is
well.
that the
I tagged you
one?
in. Yeah.
God, Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah, he done well. Done well. Boris did
Beats,
pretty
you
well.
have not tagged me.
Was that fight today or this week?
Beats, you did not tag me. You might have thought you did.
A couple
Yeah, it
of
was. It's about a week and a half ago.
Oh, we go. Okay, off the show.
2 weeks ago.
couple of weeks back, man. Did you see the fight Sporting Icons between?
I did, yeah.
And
You
Lyndon?
see, I saw the card. That was the card. What card was that on again?
Channel 5.
Yeah, that was
The
the chat.
Wasserman.
No, I didn't watch it, but I remember who the fighters were on that.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God!
Boris.
So what happened? Who picked him up? That's a shouts out to him. Get to exposure. Beats, there was nothing from you to me, from me to you. Eve dares. I would have saw that, Beats.
He put up a really good performance. I'm hoping someone signs him and he gets a shot against some fights. Because
Beats, you thought you tagged me. You didn't.
yeah.
I've gone
Pat
back.
Barrett said that he used to train in his gym. He used to spar Lyndon, but he said like
He was the sparring partner.
promote him, but he had to go on the road because he couldn't sell no tickets. You know, but he can fight a bit. He can fight.
Yeah, didn't he get? He got stopped though, didn't he?
No, he went to he nearly got stopped to the last. Like Lyndon chopped that right hand on him and dropped him, but he got up.
Yeah, but he got up.
Credit
Shout out
due.
boy. Yeah, because that's where he was. He was on the. Was it? Where were they in Edinburgh?
What, that fight?
No, Newcastle. When we called it.
Yeah, it was in Newcastle.
Newcastle. Yeah, it was
It's-
in
it's what
Newcastle.
I call it. Yeah.
Shouts out, boy. Now I didn't see. Now I can't see the way you tag. You might have thought you tagged me, Beats.
Yeah, but I'm you know me. I'm not really good on all that technical.
You might, yeah, because I've
sure I
gone
tagged-
far back. That would have been straight. It would have been straight up on that. No, I can't.
Did I tag you into it? I'm sure I tagged you into Sporting Icons.
Oh yeah, you did, Beats. Look,
Yeah, of course I tagged you. I tagged
it's
you.
good. I was good on him getting his opportunity.
Yeah.
Boris
Well-
Crichton, yes. Late sub for Lyndon Arthur, Sporting Icons, LadyChann. I remember him. Yeah, I just liked it. I went on Twitter. I don't know what
Boris
happened. I didn't-
Crichton. Yeah, that Boris, he's fighting next Friday as well.
Really?
Yeah,
So
on that Boxing
he's-
Social promoted thing.
He's back out already.
Yeah, in Glasgow.
Yeah, you gotta get paid, man. Them guys can't hang around. You see, or like Bam Rodriguez is complaining, I'm tired. Them guys there, they have to fight flipping week in and week out just to make money. To make what Bam's getting.
Yeah, so they can do their weekly shopping.
Yeah,
For-
basically,
you know
just necessities. Not buying no Lambos or anything like that.
Yeah. Petrol in the car.
Yeah.
They got kids, little 2 trainers for the kids, and get some shopping in the building. Do you know
But
what I
listen,
mean?
I'm not going to stop you guys from doing what you're doing because I don't want to hold up your resume thing.
Oh, we finished it. To be fair,
We're just chilling now.
yeah, we finished it. Like we literally took us the first 25 minutes, and so we was just people started to come through.
Okay.
So we was like, yeah. So like my friend came through, dropped in a super chat. Hi, runs boxing. You came through. AO came through. So look, yeah, Joe Stunner's boxing. Yeah, Boris Crichton. Yeah.
Boris Crichton. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's so crazy because I was just watching this case on. I don't know if anybody's familiar with this case out in America. Alex Murdaugh, where he annihilated his son and his wife.
Oh God.
In South Carolina. Well, I watched the whole trial, which had just finished probably about 4 weeks ago, and the
He was claiming he was innocent, right?
nah, he was guilty. He got
No,
found
did
guilty.
he claim he was innocent? He was saying he
Yeah,
was innocent. He didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got sentenced to 2 life sentences, and the prosecution's the prosecutor he was just sick. His first name was Creighton Waters. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'd never seen that name like before, to be honest. Creighton. I'm just wondering where it is. Boris Creighton, and then someone's got it as their first name, Creighton Waters. So that's the only time, these 2 times that I've seen it. Yeah, interessante. But yeah, we was just saying beats that basically BETERBIEV's got the better resume than BIVOL. We did the whole, thing. What do you think?
BETERBIEV's got a better resume than BIVOL.
Yeah, look, go on, let's have a.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Canelo, like he's got Canelo, man. Like,
yeah, I know, but that doesn't beat the whole resume.
why? All right. So what's BETERBIEV's argument? Vodzik?
Yeah,
And who else?
shit, because he was a current champ, and Joe Smith Jr. He's fought more. Then we go through all of the fighters that they fought and who they fought as well. Who the fighters?
BIVOL fought Joe Smith Jr.
Yeah, Joe Smith Jr. Huh?
BIVOL fought Joe Smith Jr.
Yeah, they've got some people that are the same, but I mean, BETERBIEV fought reigning current champs at the time, whereas we can give BIVOL Canelo. He's fought more than we did the stars, the star rankings as well. BETERBIEV just fought better level of competition.
What, better than Ramirez? Ramirez was a good win for BIVOL.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did do Zurdo, didn't we? We went all the way up. We did that from 1 to
Yeah,
I think that's fair enough, actually. That BETERBIEV.
We did everyone, because one had
Right,
8.
It hurts me too. I don't agree with it, but it hurts me
I
too.
thought so.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be BIVOL, but
Yeah.
one deep dive, we're like, okay, yeah.
I mean, but it's funny. I think Chan, like the poll you put up, everybody who voted in that poll is probably ranking the Canelo win. They're probably counting that for the most
They're
part.
ranking the Canelo winners. No one's really gone in on it in
depth like you have. Yeah.
Right, just on a shallow surface, you would have thought it was definitely could have been, BIVOL, but BIVOL didn't beat any current reigning champs or anything.
At the same time, man, like they need to clear all these other challenges aside and let them fight now, man. That's ridiculous.
What with at light heavy?
Yeah. We should be getting BIVOL and BETERBIEV next.
I don't know what's happening.
We were just saying that, but he keeps sticking him with mandatories.
Yeah.
They're sticking him with mandatories. Canelo's gone off and doing Canelo.
He's fighting John Ryder. Who knows who's going to fight at the end of the year? I like him to take on BETERBIEV.
Yeah.
I like him to fight BETERBIEV. Leave BIVOL alone in that rematch, man. We don't need to.
Yeah.
It's not going to, we don't.
He says he wants to fight BIVOL for the rematch. Leave it. Just allow us, man.
Leave it alone, man. Like, careful what you just stop. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean? Undisputed has to, yeah.
Just think about it.
BIVOL fight BETERBIEV, man. Fight BETERBIEV now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what we want.
With how it is, we could potentially end up seeing the Canelo Cam Smith rematch for undisputed at a super heavy. Sorry, light heavy.
Light heavy. Canelo and Callum Smith.
It could work out that way.
Yeah, because if BIVOL, if
Callum beats BETERBIEV,
you could fight Canelo afterwards. That's true, but honestly, it's like who I'd want him to unify with BIVOL. I'm sorry, like right afterwards.
Most people online think that BETERBIEV is going to destroy Callum. That's what I'm hearing.
I think so too, but you never know.
I can see both ways that he might not, though. He could destroy him, but if you want to equate it, that basically Canelo destroyed Callum.
Yeah, that wasn't even competitive. That was barely competitive. I mean, like,
and that was boring as well. It was a boring destruction.
It was.
Callum Smith didn't do anything, but he did take that fight at like 4 weeks' notice.
He did.
4 weeks' notice. I don't think he could prepare the most, but and he shouldn't be. I've never liked him at 168, so him being at 175, it's going to be a different beast. He's been beasting at 175, so I don't think Canelo just walks.
Plus, majority of people think John Ryder beat him too as well at the super middle.
Yeah, because that was where John Ryder got robbed. Hang on. I mean, so sorry, not Canelo. I don't know if BETERBIEV does walk through Callum. He could do. He might not. What do you think?
Go ahead. I think Callum's going to put up a good fight. I really do.
And
really
ultimately,
think he'll win, Beats, or no?
Huh?
You think he'll win?
I'm not going to go there yet. I mean, like, I don't want to sound like a fanboy or nothing like that, or
That's all right. I'm sorry. I'm just curious to hear your thoughts. I just want to hear your thoughts. It's all good.
But winning, it could prove difficult. But like, I like the fight, man. I like the fight. I like the fight for Callum. I like the fight.
It could be a double-edged sword. Yeah, no. If you think he wins, I can get why you'd think he'd win as well, though. It just depends what because BETERBIEV in the last outing looked a bit against Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard done way better than what he really is, or BETERBIEV is a bit on the slide.
I think honestly Anthony did better because he's got the right style but not enough experience, and that's what pretty much what hurt him in the end. Because Joe Smith, he just decided to go, okay, let's have it, and we saw what happened, which wasn't the smartest idea.
Or it could be a bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both, but just.
I don't agree with the scorecards though. I mean, the scorecards.
Oh no, not at all.
That was ridiculous.
They were the Yard was not ahead by any means.
What was the scorecard? I forgot. What was it?
Two of the judges had Yard ahead at the time of the stoppage.
Oh yeah, that was all the the rage at the time.
Yeah, home cooking was in effect that night.
Did I forget because I don't think I scored it like that. Because I was like, every time I score it, there's going to be a knockout when these types of fights. So
I think I remember, Chann. We called it, and it's like we didn't score because we knew somebody was getting stopped.
Well, we knew Yard was getting stopped.
Yeah.
We knew Yard was getting stopped, but I can't remember if I
don't think Yard was ahead though. To my mind, I got a good eye pretty much, and he didn't look ahead to me. I thought BETERBIEV was pretty much winning comfortably, more or less.
I can't remember.
Because every time.
What round did Yard get stopped in again?
9. Oh, okay.
8th, 9th.
I can't remember that. 8th or 9th.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever had Yard ahead. I don't know. I don't think I did. That one's cloudy. Usually my memory's good when I recall back who I had ahead in fights. Now I don't recall having Yard ahead, but I don't recall having BETERBIEV ahead. Like I just don't recall that. I just remember saying, "Oh, I ain't scoring it," but usually with my eye, I can usually get the general gist. But I've totally forgot. I'll have to go back. And purple blue piece.
Yeah.
So that's when they've got the because these emojis don't read out on here, it will just give you it like that. I don't know what that means.
Hey, Bates. Is it time for the British Boxing Board of Control to go?
Yeah, they look like they're on their reign, man. They haven't got no answers for nobody. They've got no accountability. Too inconsistent. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good.
I'm doing a petition, Beats. Yeah.
Get rid of you? To get rid of
Yeah. Signed up with the company, and I've wrote the bio out, and I was telling Sporting yesterday and AJ as well that so I'll put it out tomorrow. So we're meant to put it out today. Everyone can sign it. They've got to go.
All right, so what's everyone's biggest complaints about what they're doing right now? Because
basically they're sitting on results, and they're not like 1 year. They did it with they did the same thing with Tyson Fury, but then again now with this Amir Khan thing, so we don't know how many times they've been sitting on fucking results, and it's not good enough. It's not good enough. A year for
It's
Khan.
over a year. It's 14 months, isn't it? The
14
Khan?
months since
14 months.
February last year. Yeah, right. It's not good enough. And then, you know, then the wishy-washiness with the Conor Ben, you don't know what you're doing. It's like one rule over here. But then with Conor Ben, you didn't apply the same mantra. So as much as I believe Conor Ben did pop dirty, at the end of the day, you've got to treat everybody the same way, fairly. And they haven't. And it's no, they got to go. Robert Smith's has got to piss off. Go and get a real job, mate.
Yeah.
Because you're negligent on this one. Messing around with people's careers and all of that. And like, yeah, there's no universal, uniformed, like, ruling of how they're doing this. 1 minute it's this over here, then it's that for that person, and it's that for that person. And then they're liars. We didn't get the results at the same time. Like the promoters, you don't know who to believe. That's what I said on your comments. I don't know. They all lie. Promoters are saying we didn't get told until we saw it on social media. Do you know what I mean? It's not, and if that is the truth, and I'm not saying that they're lying, but if that's the truth, that's disgusting.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
And then the only times when things seem to be revealed is that they try to do this little leak into the media, to the news, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, but you know," it's like, for me, it's like it's them doing the little leaking bits. It's them
leaking to the press. That saves them with the confidentiality thing. That often saves them with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Ben, leaking it to the press would save, because Ben had was obliged to at least have an investigation to prove his innocence. He didn't get that because it went to the press.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, but Ben can't go to the board and say, "Hey, what about my confidentiality? What about my right to prove my innocence?" Sorry, the press got the story.
This is what I'm saying.
That's what happened with Dillian as well, remember? That somehow found its way to Thomas Hauser.
Right.
It's them, mate. It's that, like you said, mole in their camp. Whatever it is, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough.
No.
And one of the big issues is they're self-appointed. The board is not voted in. They used to be voted in, but the cartel messed it up so they can manipulate it. Mickey Duff in the 60s.
Yeah.
They need a voting system, because the board, the secretary, all the area councils, like the southern area, Western, Ireland, Wales, all of them are self-appointed. They're all self-appointed. There's no voting system.
It should be government ran, shouldn't it?
I don't know about that. I think
you need independent adjudicators.
I think maybe we'll have to see what the government offer first. But all the area councils should be a voting system to get them in, right?
Yeah.
And the secretary and all the prominent positions, it should be a voting system. That's how it used to be.
Yeah, who was the guy who arrested the Crays? He was the head of British Border Control once, wasn't he?
Who's that?
The guy who arrested the Crays, the Cray twins.
Really?
Yeah, he was the head of the British Border Control.
Nipper Reid, yeah, you're right.
There you go.
That makes sense. All corruption.
Yeah, yes, he was.
Really? Yeah, they need to go, mate. So shout out that everyone sign this petition. I beg. I'll put it up and I'll send it to those who I can physically send it to and thingy. I'll put it up on my community thingy. Gotta get them out. Just I hope. Now I do hope that and plus, if they are being served a 3.5 million lawsuit, that will crumble them from Conor Ben. They ain't got no money.
They've just got people working on there who shouldn't be there.
Sorry.
I was thinking that they've got people on there who shouldn't be working on that. Now, I'm not ageist or anything, but when you've got people like Charlie Giles, who's closer to death than you fucking retirement.
It's like 90 years old.
Yeah. That's the thing, Chan, right?
Yeah.
Why would they allow themselves to get in a lawsuit situation? There's probably a third party backing, so they can fight lawsuits right now. Where are they getting money from?
Who saved them? You said when it was the last time, Frank saved them the last time, didn't he?
With the Michael Watson case.
Yeah.
Right? With the Michael Watson case.
Yeah, that was.
Well, I'll give you this one. Right. So you've got like Jeffrey Hines. He's going through that situation with the board right now. You've got Ian John Lewis. He's just left the board over that whole Catchall Taylor thing. Can you name me one black referee?
No black refs.
No, I can't. There's Jeff Hines and Ian and
Ian gone.
Ian's gone to BIBA, and
Yeah.
Jeff. What's happened to Jeff? Did he get demoted? Did he stop refereeing?
I think he got. Didn't he get? No, it was Ian Smith that got demoted, and then he left, didn't it?
No, they demoted Jeff as well.
They demoted him, and then he left. I don't know what happened to the other geese if they demoted him.
No, he's suspended.
He stayed, didn't
he? Ian's gone to Bieber. He referees for them.
The other geezer stayed though.
No, Jeffrey Hines is still he's still suspended.
Oh, he's still suspended.
Oh.
Pending
investigation. What's that? 2-3 years ago now?
Yeah. A lot of people have been questioning that. Like, have they been singled out because they were black referees? Because when you look at Howard Foster, like the guy's just incompetent, man. Like he panics as soon as a couple of punches are thrown. The man panics and jumps in and stops fights.
Exactly. Yeah. He's the one that stopped Fabio Wardley's fight.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Terrible stoppage.
Are you not? Like, I'm in two minds of that, right? Because I'm gonna have to look at it again. Coffee weren't throwing back no shots, mate. Like none.
Yeah, but he was blocking a lot of them as well, though, Shan. He was rolling them, blocking.
Yeah, it was on the forearm.
A lot of stuff that was slipped. It was not a lot of that connected.
Yeah. Right. He was on his defense. You know what I'm saying? He's on his defense. Like, he's a 6'5", 260 guy. Yeah. A couple of shots to him and you stop it. Come on, man. That's madness, man.
Yeah, it's not like
it's craziness.
At least let him get drops and then if you drop him. Who was the one that did the same thing with Joyce against Takam? Do you remember?
Yes. That I don't think that was Ian John Lewis.
No, it wasn't, was it?
Yeah. I remember he stopped Enzo Macronelli and Oval McKenzie really early as well. Like
he's
Oval
just
landed a shot and he just jumped in really early.
What's his problem? Why is he doing this? Stupid idiot.
Just incompetent, man.
Yeah, but he's a popular ref.
For some reason.
Very popular ref. Like, I don't know. Do you think
Steve Gray? Steve Gray was the Takam referee.
Yeah, Steve Gray. That's it. Yeah.
Question: who's the ref that threw the towel out of the ring? The Lewis Ritz and Jeremiah Ponce fight.
Steve Gray.
Oh, Steve. Okay. Yeah.
Steve Gray, wasn't it? The same
Wow. No, he didn't want to stop that though for some reason.
Yeah, you see. I don't know. I heard Fabio Wardley was a bit. It was a bit anticlimactical. Like, oh god, like, because we really want to see him get his teeth stuck in with someone that's really going to challenge him, and you get in it, because he's doing all these training camps only to just be in the ring for like 6 minutes.
Premature stoppages is not going to help you develop. Like it isn't. I mean, you're a big boy, you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm sure I was picking Fabio to win the fight anyway. So it's like
me too. Anyway, they're both big lads, 6'5", 6'6", 6'5", or both 6'5". Big lads. Yeah, I guess it could have. The referees need to not. Do you know what they need to know? They need to do their due diligence, and when they're refereeing, we've got this fighter in. I kind of know this fighter's style, so I won't have to stop it early. I'll wait. If he goes down, then I'll have to do a count. But this fighter tends to shell up, and he's quite a strong lad. Do you know what I mean? You got to take. That's like how I thought with the Carlos Takam fight. It's just like, I know there was loads of shots and all of that, and Carlos was taking loads of shots. But I mean, it's Takam. He's been through the fucking war. You think that was? He's been through the wars. He don't care. Like, let him drop first. Let him drop.
Yeah.
Then count. Let him drop. It's not like he was taking punishment on the ropes. They was in the ring. They was in like the center of the ring, and he was getting pushed back. Like, he weren't getting assaulted on ropes, and then it just looked like he couldn't go anywhere. And it's a madness. Just make him drop and then do it from there. Like, refs know certain fighters and their fight style and who can take what and what can and who can't. It's just you're ruining nights out for certain people. Do you know what I mean?
AJ just signed some German girl. Sophie
Alish. Yeah, Sophie Alish.
Yeah.
I think she was a Dennis Hobson fighter, wasn't she, for a little while?
Yeah.
She's a featherweight, yeah.
Sophia Leash.
Sophia, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Who just signed her?
AJ. It's a 258.
Oh, what's going on with that company? Is it all? It's all going good then?
I think she's she's going to be fighting on Wasserman cards because that's where she was last time. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah. Channel 5, right?
Yeah, Channel 5. Yeah.
She'll be with the Salem crew.
Hey, were you getting Channel 5 cards across the AJ? How are you getting them?
I actually never. I don't think I do. I would have to resort to other methods to probably watch those.
Could you not do a VPN? No.
I could. I mean, I would have to.
Because it's terrestrial.
Probably use that to watch them. I mean, but I don't think I get them through any other way over here. I'm not sure. So
no, right. I'm thinking even if it's terrestrial, it's on a terrestrial channel. So even if you did the VPN, it would. I don't know if that would work for you.
I mean, if I change that, I can change the setting location. So if I do that, it's compatible with where the card is at.
Channel 5 is a TV.
Terrestrial television.
Terrestrial television. It's not a streaming.
I mean, for you guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't stream. It's not streaming.
Oh, snaps. Okay, so I probably couldn't even do that. Wow.
No,
okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
It's one of our staple. Well, after BBC 4 is one of our staple terrestrial channels.
Yeah.
Like in the UK before we had cable.
Fifth
5 channels.
I mean, on the bright side, like Channel 5's fights, they actually posted on YouTube. I saw the Williamson Josh Kelly fight.
No, that's crazy though. That Channel 5 thing is crazy. It's like they're doing like over 1 million views for these fights.
Yeah.
But they're only showing the main event.
Yeah.
They're not showing the undercard. I mean, what is that about?
Yeah.
So they're not showing the whole undercard because because it's just scheduling.
No, the undercard is split between IFL and Boxing Social. Depends on the show.
Yeah. If the main event ends early, they might show some highlights of the other fights. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Why they don't show? So is there anyone fight? Well, there's none tonight. There wasn't really.
Harlem Eubank was on there the other week. He's on there again soon. They're keeping him busy. So
yeah, they are.
When's Josh Kelly gonna fight again? It seemed ages when he beat Troy Williamson.
Looks like he's fighting Reese Cartwright soon.
Reese Cartwright.
Josh Kelly.
Yeah.
Josh Kelly. Yeah, he come back from the win after the
Williamson demolished. Troy got schooled bad.
I picked Troy to beat him.
I picked Josh. I had Josh on points. I mean, I tried 2 Chan, but I changed my mind the last minute. I think Josh on points.
Absolutely terrible. Oh, horrible.
I mean, man, Josh put on a clinic, man, on Troy.
Yeah, when is this next fight then?
Hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah, this starting business. They got.
It needs to be busy. All these fighters.
They need to keep up pace and momentum. Well, we got Joshua saying Joshua's coming out in 12 weeks. Going to take her 2 weeks.
He's fighting Dillian, yeah. It looks like Dillian.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Eddie's really pushing for Dillian. He's really pushing for Dillian. He's suggesting it's going to be Dillian.
Well, he's promised him, hasn't he? He's been promising him, like I said before the Franklin fight.
Going to be Dillian. You know why? Because I heard, was it Eddie that say yesterday on me, or Dillian was having another fight himself before. He's saying that Dillian wants another fight before Joshua.
What?
It's not going to be Dillian. Trust me, it's not Dillian. Because now Dillian saying that he wanted the fight next, but then I think it was Eddie. Was it on Eddie's IFL thing yesterday or something? Saying that Dillian wants to fight as well before Joshua.
What was that going to be against?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No point, man. Like I like Dillian, but he can't beat Joshua.
I don't want to see the Dillian fight because we've already seen it, and I just think it's pointless. When Tyson Fury fights people multiple times pointlessly, I say the same thing. There's no point. So there's no point.
Dillian honestly wants the bag at this point.
It's just a bag. And then he's just going to retire after Anthony Joshua getting beat down. You won't see Dillian fight again. And I mean, it's just
Joe Joyce, Wilder, Fury, and then he'll know how good he is.
They're tough fights. I mean, they're tough fights. You don't have to. I would say get in another level of opponent that's like a Franklin or a bit more, and for the next fight, so you can gel more with. Don't want to go straight into a Tyson Fury. I know Beachy say that he should just go in, but it just defeats the whole purpose of him like semi-building. DAZN want to get enough money out of him to. I think AJ wants to be around more than the end till the end of this year. If he fights, say he fights a Wilder, say he wins Wilder, then he loses Fury, or the other way round. You know, it's pretty much. I know you shouldn't say it, but it's pretty much the end of his career. Let's get him in a swing of things, of getting at least a knockout, highlight real knockout. Get a couple of them. I think he should have those kind of fights to the end of the year, and then into 2024. You just first part of 2024, then you're doing the Joe Joyces, the Deontay Wilders, and the Tyson Fury. Sorry, you're gonna have to dance to the beat of my drum. I'm fed up of
How old would he be by then? 34 or something?
He'd be 34.
He's 33 now. Still, he's turning 34 this year.
At the end of the year.
Yeah.
So just to turn 34. Yeah.
At the same time, it's like, I keep on seeing people say how Joe Joyce will just mow through Anthony Joshua. I don't know why people say that.
I don't see that at all. I don't think I'll see that.
Joe Joyce,
be a good fight,
Joe Joyce, he's beaten Joseph Parker and Carlos Takam, who Anthony Joshua beat way before that the versions that Joe Joyce fought.
Yeah. People just say it because they don't like him.
And Joe Joyce will make Anthony Joshua fight back.
And he's there to be hit.
I mean, his chin is his defense. Joe Joyce's chin is his defense.
Your chin's your defense, but at the end of the day, you're still getting tagged and it's still getting points clocked up on you because you're still getting hit.
Even Christian Hammer was lighting his ass up as short as that fight was.
And a lot of people was that showed some flaws in old Joe Joyce there. But I mean,
who's the Saudi?
Well, Brian Jennings beat him, personally.
Who's the Saudis going to announce tomorrow? They're making a big announcement about a new signing tomorrow.
I'd rather see Wilder versus Usyk. Now,
I'm in agreement. I'd rather see that.
Versus no Daniel Dubois.
I know.
I think it's going to be Wilder. Ain't that the reason why he was there? And there's some announcement for him, and they're signing him to some multi-fight deal. I mean, I don't know. That's what I heard.
So you think it could be Wilder the announcement tomorrow?
Could be.
That's a big move, man. American fighter signed it to the Saudis. Big.
Yeah, could be.
The floodgates will start.
They want to see some knockouts, mate. They want to see, even if it's against, they want to see knockouts. They want to see, why not? Wilder's only got he said he's only got 3 years left in him. May as well just get the bag. We'll sign ya. Who do you want? Give you one Francis Ngannou, one. Who else will give you do an AJ?
Yeah, but I don't understand, right? Is that the WBC back in November they ordered Wilder versus Ruiz, but what have they done about it?
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Where's the purse bids? What? It's just holding everything up.
How many times did the WBC order fights for them not to happen?
They pushed him above Martin Bacoli, didn't they?
Yeah.
WBA rankings.
They did.
Man, Martin Bacoli's taking on a reek pudding.
So that means they got something planned for him if they put him at number 1. So.
Yeah, they put Deontay Wilder's. Was he on the WBA ranking?
Yeah, number 1. He's number 1 now. I believe.
What do you? So yeah. So what do you think that means? That means they're going to put him with Usyk.
Well, then. Well, we know that Dan Dubois had to put in a medical report, and we're hearing that the WBA are contesting it and are going to get their own medical team to check him.
Why is he saying? Because of his injury?
Because of his injury when he fought what's his face at Lorena.
Okay.
What is he? What they saying that he's pretending he's injured? They think he's pretending.
I don't know.
I think that would imply that. Okay, we're gonna make sure you're not faking, bro.
Something not right about Daniel, man. I don't know what it is. Something not right about him.
He's got very little punch resistance.
He ain't that guy, man. Yeah. That guy. I think Joe might have broken something inside him if it wasn't broken before.
Yeah, Frank rush up and sign him. He didn't medal in the Olympics, by the way. And it was because they thought he was the next Anthony Joshua.
He's going to be some carbon copy of AJ, and that failed horribly.
That guy. That's
it failed miserably.
They wrong a fella Eddie and think, yeah, we've got a Joshua as well now. No. Things like that. It never works out. It never pans out properly. I knew it. No, he didn't medal for one. So how could he be like Joshua? Frank does things in all distaste, and this is what and Frank knows that the geezer ain't that good, and he knows he'll be a cash out.
What about Moses Atama kid? Is he pushing him in too early? He's only 18, isn't he? Moses Atama.
Yeah, he's 18.
Yeah.
He's 18. Yeah.
He's 18.
Yeah,
what Frank should have done is financed his next Olympic run. That kid, and let him win the Olympics, and then turn him pro. He'd be 22.
Yeah, make him stay amateur for a bit longer. Yeah, because
But that's what with that, because that's what Shelley Finkel did with Oscar De La Hoya, isn't it? Like, because Oscar's mum had cancer and he paid for all the treatment and everything and made sure Oscar was good. And when Oscar was turned pro, he went with Bob, didn't he? So,
yes, he did.
God.
That happened with Dennis Hobson as well, didn't it? Like Dennis Hobson around the Olympics when like a B. Joe Saunders and that all went there, and James DeGale and all those kind of ones. Dennis Hobson, he bought them all like expensive Rolex watches and all that kind of stuff. After the Olympics, he all went elsewhere.
Well, they go with Frank, innit? They went with Frank.
Frank and that, yeah.
That's what's up, innit? Boy, that's same with Okoli though. Okoli got one brown chocolate bezel watch Rolly from Eddie. And in the end, where did he go? He's like, yeah, fuck you, slave master.
Yeah.
You get a watch. And it was a limited edition Rolly as well. It was a chocolate bezel. Brown.
I was thinking of Joshua Buatsi too as well. Like, doesn't he want to fight Dan Aziz?
I'm giving up with them lot. I don't even care.
I don't know what Joshua Buatsi was playing at. I don't know what he was talking about or what he was playing at. He could have fought Bivol on Sky like he was complaining. He wanted to fight on Sky, right? You could have fought Bivol on Sky. You could have fought Bivol on Virgin Media. You could have fought Bivol on 200 other countries, right? And now you're fighting a team to be announced on what? On Sky.
He's too fast.
He knows he'll lose to BIVOL. He knows.
Epic fail.
He knows he'll lose to BIVOL.
Huh?
He knows he'll lose to BIVOL. He's gonna lose to BIVOL. He knows.
But at least fight the geezer.
I think it's Virgil Hunter didn't want to take it. I think it's
yeah, that's right. Yeah. But
he's still staying with Hunter then? Is he still with Hunter?
Yeah, he's still there.
I don't get that with like a Virgil Hunter. So he had good success with Andre Ward, but what are the successes he had?
That's it.
No, has he got Callum Smith?
No, that's Buddy McGirt.
That's Buddy McGirt, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
He has he had Tony Yoka. He had Tony Yoka, epic fail.
I don't think he's good. I don't think Virgil Hunter's that, for me. I don't think he's that good of a...
Oh, have you seen who Joshua Buatsi's fighting next?
Oh.
He's fighting a Polish guy called Pavel Stefan.
That's the guy Callum Smith was going to fight, right?
Callum Smith reject. Callum Smith reject. Yeah.
God.
Callum Smith reject.
God.
Well, that guy has only fought journeyman.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. So that's what...
When I saw Joshua Buatsi fighting Kalic, I said, I thought you lost that fight, but that.
The one that I knew when I knew that they knew where he was is when they pulled him out. Was it Vlasov?
Vlasov, it was, yeah.
Then they said
I was picking Vlasov to whoop his ass. I really was. I don't know what the hell they were thinking doing that.
Yeah, I was picking Vlasov to win as well. And then all of a sudden, there's like, no, he's got Joshua Buatsi's got a hand injury.
Know why? Know why that was, Chan?
He was like, yeah.
It was the upsets in Sheffield. That's scared Eddie
to death. Eddie losing all the champs back to back.
That scared him to death.
Lost. Josh Warrington had lost. From Lara, it was.
Galahad got knocked out. Terry got stopped that night. And it's like,
Terry Harper had lost. It was a mad run of play for Eddie. So they was high on Buatsi, and then they
I'm pulling you out of this. No, you injured, bro. Like
right out of that fight, it never got rescheduled.
Nothing.
That's how I knew. What up, Joe? It never got rescheduled or nothing. I don't know what Buatsi. So he's fighting a Callum Smith reject. Is that what he's doing then? Yeah.
Yep.
So you left the zone to do that.
Yeah.
I know what Sky are doing. I have no idea what Sky are doing. It's like they've spent out all this money on like Joshua Boatti and Lawrence Okoli and Martin Bacoli, and it is what I mean. What exactly? Where is the fatal sky?
I don't know.
Where is this going?
It's William Smith, man. Like he's got a stadium fight, 11,000 seater stadium.
Yeah,
that's a good fight.
Yeah,
Fight Okoli, right?
Yeah, I think most people prefer the undercard fight though, with Chamberlain and Lawal. I don't think.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know what Skyboxer's doing. They look like they're flailing at the minute. They started off looking like they were strong, and then they're poaching all of Eddie's, and then they setting up bit of relationships. I tell you that with Ed, I think Eddie can't stand them.
He won't ever tell us that in public though. So
he's got moles over there, man. He's got moles. Eddie's got moles, isn't it? He's got moles over his side. Yeah, because he revealed that Amir Khan popped on the day on fight day. He revealed it. They said it was post fight. It was on the day.
It was
wow.
I knew it was pre-fight because if you watch the fucking Sky thing that Amir does, and then I did the report, he says it. Why did everyone
the Dominic Ingle said it as well. It was on the day.
Yeah. It was pre-fight.
Well, it was off and on because he still got his ass whooped.
Right. Yeah. Why did everyone try and go on like that? Like he never said that. Like it was. I see people going like, he popped after the fight. No, he popped pre the fight.
Is that what helped him take all them shots? I've never seen him take some shots and never hit the canvas.
He took shots. We said that. We was like, how comes I mean, he looked like trash, but he didn't go down, and he took some shots, and we know his chin is glass.
Your chin, that shocked me. I thought for sure he was getting dropped once or twice in that fight. I remember. Yeah.
We was like, I said it on the thing. I was like, shouts out to Amir Khan though for not getting dropped though because his chin. I remember saying that.
So with what he was on, I guess it helped him stay on his feet more or less.
It helped him stay. It helped that chin. Helped the chin, but it didn't help nothing else. But yeah, he can't at least he's not lying though, isn't it? He's embraced it, and he's just.
Dominic Ingle says that he didn't cheat though. Dominic Ingle believes it's contamination.
Oh, but when it was Conor Benn, you had a lot to say. In Ingle, shut up. I'm not. I don't really like Dominic Ingle anyway.
Isn't that the guy who drinks people's sweat?
Yeah, I'm not into him. Sorry.
Yeah, remember when he drank the sweat from
Oh my God.
I'm not into him. What up, Ayo? I knew you wanted to come through, so I thought you would. No, I'm not in Dominic Ingle. He says one thing for one. No, he did cheat. It was in his system. If Amir Khan's not saying it weren't in his system, you be quiet, Dominic Ingle. You be quiet.
Sweat drinker, breath stinker.
Yeah, sweat drinker. Yeah, that made me feel. I was like, and he was like, "Oh."
I was like, no, I can't.
He said he didn't. How do we know if it was real? I don't care what it was. It was still nasty. What up, Ayo?
Hey, what's up, LadyChann? What's up to the panel?
What's going on? What would you like to chime in about?
I keep telling you they all cheating.
No, then I can't believe that. I'm afraid I can't say that they're all fighters cheat. I can't.
No. I don't mean literally everyone, but at least, and I don't know how you feel about it, because AJ, I believe you in the States too. It's hard to believe that you got guys walking around 200 pounds in between camps and they cutting down to 160, and they can just make it, right? And you hear all the rumors about, I'll just say the Texas boys and APD scandals and Al Haymon fighters apparently having a clause where I think it's USADA can't release if they fail the test for a certain amount of time and all this. Yeah, so it's a bunch of crazy stuff.
Can't release that.
Exactly. So, you know.
I can believe it. They got the sanctioning bodies on the payroll. So.
Oh, interesting. Really? Well, I don't know what the percentage is, but yeah, I just think a lot of them do. I think a lot of them just do have something that they know that they shouldn't have. At this point, you may as well just. What should you do? Just like I said, free for all, or
no.
Right.
You start off by getting rid of the British Boxing Board of Control.
Yeah,
and then bring in a proper testing one who will do it in a timely manner, not do a test and then test it fucking 3 months later.
Or do a test, you pop dirty and still go say that you can still do the fight, and then
exactly.
a year later, we didn't know.
Now is it because I'm over in the UK? Is it the same concept in terms of it'll be too expensive to have fighters doing it year round? I know that's an excuse for the US.
Joshua does it year round. He's one of the.
Yeah,
It's not
what you said there is basically it. That it's too expensive.
Okay.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, and that's why people. No, well, Anthony Joshua does it, but he's got money in it, so he said they.
I mean,
can
it's too
put
expensive, so use a cheaper one. You know what I mean? If I can, just go to Poundland or something. I'm sure they can find someone.
I know that's the one they have been using. That's the whole. Yeah, AJ said that they can pull up anytime 360. He said on Christmas Day, on New Year's. He said when I have to go to a different country, I have to let them know where I'm going to be all year round. He does that all year round.
Mm.
So
most fighters in most countries are not getting tested regular. Of
course they're not. No, they're not. They're not.
Can anyone tell me? Do they do the testing in Dubai?
Probably not, unless it's like a big elite fighter fighting over there. Probably not. No.
Yes, it's
That's
a
what I'm
W
thinking.
fight.
That's a Conor Ben. He's fighting out there next, allegedly. But
Yeah.
the thing is that he's saying how he feels that he was stitched up by VADA or whatever. But yeah, he's got to have VADA testing him.
He's got to have a VADA test to do this fight, the next fight in Dubai, right?
Yeah, exactly, because he's top 15 WBC.
Yeah,
well you have to have someone to test him though. So the only option he has if the WBC are ranking him is VADA. They don't use no one else. You can't use
No, you can't.
So basically, it's like a Conor Ben. He's going to be using VADA, the one who caught him, and not use UCAD, the one who's been clearing him.
He can't use UCAD because he doesn't have a British license.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, well, that's just like when Wilder said that the Nevada State Commission was against him, and then he did the Tyson Fury third fight under Nevada State Commission when you didn't have to. That's why I don't listen to these fights. Sorry, no disrespect, I don't listen to them. Like, you're never going to see a fighter. Who did I have that was on it? Who was it? Was it Cunningham that was saying it? You're never going to see a fighter admit it. There's never been a fighter that goes, yeah, do you know what? I did take the PEDs. They all deny it. Like, they're never going to admit it. Like, even Amir Khan, I don't know how it got in my system. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you do know, but they're never going to go, yeah, do you know what? I took that. Like, it's throughout go through all the fighters that have been popped dirty, going back. Which one of them's ever admitted? Like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, because some people are saying Khan didn't do it because he had small trace amounts, but you got that microdosing method, isn't it? I don't know all about it, though.
Yeah, I don't care if it's enough that it gets detected. So it don't matter if it's small or whatever. It's enough for them to ban you for 2 years.
Yeah,
so I don't care
microdosing, cycling off.
Yeah, cycling off, just get caught at the wrong line. Yeah, I don't care about them excuses. Oh, it was only a little bit. It should be none. It should be none in there. It should be none in your system. So no one admits it. So that's why, unfortunately, if Conor Ben could be the only person really in this in the sport to have really not taken that intentionally, then he's going to be of the minority, because unfortunately nobody's ever said, yeah, that's why people kind of like on two sides, like, right, he's really saying he's going above and beyond saying that he didn't do this. And then there's some people that are just like, you know what, just take the slap on the hand. And I mean, if you didn't do it intentionally, then you shouldn't take a slap on the hand and all of that. But I mean, there's no fighter that admits it. So, I'm not. So Conor Ben, I was expecting you to deny it anyway, but not vehemently like how you are been going on for the last 7-8 months. It's whatever. Amir Khan's using it as promo. Oh.
Well, you remember back in was it late 2019, early 2020? You get that Liam Cameron. He gets a 4-year ban for a little bit of sniff on a night out.
No, I don't
people
know.
out there taking legitimate PEDs, getting 6 months or 2 years.
Who did he get banned under? Who did he get banned under? The UCAD?
UCAD, yeah.
Really?
4 years, man, for a bit of sniff.
Really?
Which doesn't even help you in your fight.
That's why Conor isn't messing with the board, man, because he knows he's going to get the 2 4-year ban, isn't it? He ain't messing with it.
But
under UCAD, their rules.
With UCAD, so really they're going back on their word because they're not supposed to be able to ban him because he cleared with UCAD.
Yeah, it's a grey area.
No, but they want to do an investigation, isn't it?
Yeah, but with like a UCAD rules, if you're a rugby player and you take this particular substance that was found in Conor Benn, it's 4 years.
And
so surely it'll be the same thing.
Yeah, of course, it's the same substance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's why he's like, I'll just hand in my license. I ain't renewing that shit. I'll fight in Dubai. I'll fight anywhere else. If you didn't have Eddie Hearn, I don't know what you would do because, you know, Eddie's got the links to the Saudis and that. You're lucky because otherwise you could be left in no man's land where no one's going to touch you with a barge pole. I mean, how far are you going to get? Never fighting in the UK for how long?
I know. Well, Amir Khan didn't for the longest time, nor did James DeGale.
It's easy now these days.
Amir Khan was a don. He's a bad big boy fighter. He got elevated into the US fighters because he was a fucking Olympian. He's fucking epic. Amir Khan is Conor Benn is not an Amir Khan.
Maybe not, but he could fight in Australia, Middle East, America.
He ain't a star like that, you know. He ain't a star he ain't a star like that. It's gonna fade out for him because he's not fighting top level.
He can fight in the UK. You do realize he can fight in the UK
as a foreign fighter, but they're not going to allow him to fight in the UK.
No, they can't stop him. No, that's not true. They can't stop him from fighting in the UK.
He can use Bieber.
Yeah, he can use Bieber. He can use another body to fight in the UK.
Well, let's see if he does that. That'll be his best bet to do it like that then, because at the end of the day, he's not fighting top level of opponent. Conor Benn's 26 years old, and you're not fighting the Ortizes and you're not fighting the Ennises and you're fighting the average age of the fighters that Conor Benn has fought is 40 and 41 years old. They've correlated it. He's fighting washed up fighters. So,
his next fight will be pay-per-view, guarantee it.
I mean, in America, that ain't star. That ain't if you're going to be fighting some washed up fighter, you're not going to get far fighting in America. That ain't going to make no money.
Yeah, but that wouldn't make no difference if he was fighting in the UK or America. Remember, Eddie's got Matt from USA. He can just keep his career in America if he wanted to.
LadyChann, you just basically described a PBC fighter. My bad to cut you off, Beats.
No, that's all right.
In America, he's just not far enough.
Eddie could just stick him on some matchroom cards in the US. You could, if you wanted.
Yeah, you could. On the undercards and stuff like
that. Undercards,
maybe
co-mains, something like that. So
I don't need you to see you fighting stiff level of opponent, though. Can't see seeing you fight any more Algeries and fucking Formellas and fucking them type of people no more.
Listen, if they get Eubank over to Abu Dhabi, that's a massive fight. If they get him over there, that's supposedly. Yeah, but they seems very short term. What I'm saying, long term wise, the way that he's going for long, I just don't see where it's going.
No, because long term, what will happen is, see, like a Conor Benn, he'll fight in Abu Dhabi, he'll fight in America, he'll fight in Australia for like the next 2 or 3 years. Then eventually he'll go through with the board. They'll probably find him guilty, and they'll give him a ban, but it'll be backdated because he hasn't fought in the UK for so long.
And then he'd be all right to fight back in the UK. Then
there you go.
Cool. When his dad ripped up his license, did his dad ever renew with the British boxing?
Yeah, he did. He did fight back.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe he'll do the same. Because he's like, my dad ripped up his license from, the British Boxing Board of Control, so...
His dad ripped up the license after the Iran-Barkley fight because basically Barkley had issues with his eyes, and I don't think the board were going to license him to fight over it. And Ben, he's got a bad temper.
So he just ripped it up. Yeah, well, Conor Benn, don't use that as a reason why you're not. It's your dad. It's a different thing. This is what I'm saying. And then your dad still rallied back and still renewed his license in the end. So let's not, yeah. I don't know. I just like to see him fight some. I like watching Conor Benn fight. I just like to see him fight some tough level of opponents to see if you can really starch those types of geezers out.
Well, Conor Benn, mean, Conor Benn could probably knock out anybody, but listen, if you're going to get bounced around by Cedric Paynard, your chin ain't going to change.
Yeah.
It ain't going to change. At some point, he's going to fight somebody who's going to punch back, and he's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
How
many times was he dropped in that fight?
Hey, I don't know, 120, something like that. There's a lot with it.
Came a long way, and this is what people are now questioning him, though. Like, oh, is it because of the PEDs why you've come this long way? Or you're gonna have to prove yourself. Yeah, you fight a couple of times in Australia. Yeah. He was on a great trajectory here, basically, is what I'm saying. He was on his way being a UK star here. And once that was solidified, then, that could have spilled out into him fighting an Ortiz and that in America and all of that. It could have been, now it's going to be all dismantled, and now you're going to fight a bit in Saudi and a bit in Australia where we're like a day behind, and it's just silly.
Yeah, but it's going to be pay-per-view. You know, his next fight, whoever it's going to be against, Eubank, Kell Brook, Manny Pacquiao, it's pay-per-view. They're going to put it on pay-per-view.
I wonder if the pay-per-view numbers will suffer because of what's happened, or will it just be...
People like controversy. People will tune in just to see if he's going to get iced.
Yeah, that's true. So, do we know who he's fighting next? We don't know if it's Eubank or if it's...
No, it looks like Kell Brook.
It's Kell Brook, isn't it? I see Eddie with Kell Brook, and Kell Brook's just going to get knocked out.
Maybe.
Kell shouldn't fight again, man.
I don't know about that. It could be an interesting fight. Could be interesting.
You don't think Kell Brook will get knocked out?
Not necessarily. Listen, talking about a former world champion, he looked pretty good against Amir. I know about Amir's finished, but not necessarily.
I mean, Chan. Once he hits Conor with the chocolate brownies, it's game over.
Brownies. Listen, no disrespect. Kell Brook is finished.
Think so?
What?
Yeah, it's a good fight though. I'll buy the pay-per-view. If it's Kell Brook or Eubank, I'll
buy it. I'll buy it. If you think that 38 or 39-year-old Kell Brook that beat a washed Amir Khan, you think that beats a 26-year-old on his day, come on. Kell Brook ain't the Kell Brook of yesteryear. And no disrespect, Amir Khan, in my opinion, was always better than Kell Brook.
I don't know about that one.
In my opinion, he was. Amir Khan's better. Fought better level of competition by miles. What do you mean? His resume. Amir Khan's resume is stellar. Stellar. No, it's not I don't even have to do a resume deep dive. Stellar. Even the fight with Brook and Sean Porter. Yeah, it was all right. Brook won, but it was boring as fuck. Khan was an exciting fight, so whether he was getting dropped or whatever, it was stellar. His level of competition was stellar. He was in Vegas.
Would you say Khan's best win is Maidana?
I would.
Yeah. I know. I remember I said that about Manny Pacquiao. That was the thing I said. Yeah. Marcus,
why Maidana? Why did people say Maidana though?
Because of the adversity that Maidana's a fucking beast, and he came back from.
I remember watching Devin Alexander outclass Maidana. Probably Devin's best win, and Khan beat him. He beat Devin.
That was Amir Khan's best performance against Devin Alexander.
Did he get floored in
pure boxing?
Alexander? Did he get knocked down in the Devin Alexander?
No, he wasn't. No, yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah, he did fight him. I forgot about that fight.
Look at the people that he's fought, and you're talking about Kell Brook better than Amir Khan.
Well,
yeah, people remember Kell Brook for
better than Amir Khan. He beat Amir Khan, faded Amir Khan. But I believe if they would have took that fight 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I would have still had Amir. I would have had Amir. I picked Kell Brook to win this version, which obviously was right.
I don't think Khan could beat Brook at 147. I don't think he would beat Brook at 147.
I do.
Brook too strong, bro. I've seen both of them in real life. Brook is a naturally physical phenomenon compared to too strong.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen Amir Khan put hands before he got dropped. I see Amir Khan fight. His hands was light speed. His footwork was light speed. How he could he put hands on Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, he put hands on. He was winning that fight.
He won a couple of rounds. He wasn't putting it in. He
was putting working on the Canelo fight.
But the reason why he lost, is the reason why you wouldn't pick him against Brook. It's no matter what type of lead he gets, you have to always for his whole career have to worry about him getting knocked out, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't think.
Brook would have knocked him out.
That's what I think.
Speed against power. His timing was impeccable.
If Khan fought the Brook who fought Sean Porter, he gets knocked out.
I don't think so. That was a fucking boring fight.
Tie him up, punch him up. Yeah, but he ain't got a chin he hasn't got the same chin as Sean.
But you have to catch him to do that. That's like saying all you have to do to Usyk is time him up.
You can't catch. Khan gets caught all the time.
Yeah, Khan's not a defensive.
No, clinch him and all of that. And
Khan was on the floor. Khan was on the floor against Willie Lemon, the Scottish guy. He had pillows for fists. Pillows.
Yeah, but that's
right? He was on the floor against the Moroccan guy.
You're saying
Michael Gomez had him on the floor.
British Prescott blew him away.
British Prescott done him in a round. And then lost to Miguel Vasquez next fight. British Prescott. I don't think he can handle my guy's power. I don't think he can handle his power.
They both, I know. I just don't know. But then Kelbrook's got the dodgy orbitals where he's a bit glass over here. It's glass jaws versus glass orbitals. It's the same thing.
In his career, though, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Nah, Brook don't got a glass orbital. He got punched by a middleweight for 7 rounds.
And then he got punched by a welterweight, and the same thing happened on the other eye.
But Earl Spence and Triple G are much bigger, stronger punchers than.
No matter. He's still flawed. I've seen them punch other people. Their orbitals. What I'm saying is they both got flaws. Khan and Brook both have got flaws. They both got flaws.
Khan has more flaws than Brook.
At 147, Khan was a more flawed fighter. I mean, Julio Diaz, and I told everybody right before that fight, right? I said, watch Julio Diaz give Khan life and death, and everybody laughed. And he floored Khan, nearly beat him.
Wow.
Julio Diaz.
I just think Khan's a better fighter than Brook. I ain't really changed my opinion.
No, I don't think he is.
Didn't Samuel Vargas drop Khan as well? He got put down by Samuel Vargas too.
I think Brook is.
Samuel Vargas decked it.
I think Brook is a good. Maybe what it is what I find it more exciting watching Amir Khan. They were big nights, and he's fast. It was just. At
140, Khan would have held his own well. But 147, nah. When he was, I tell you what, that was probably some of Virgil Hunter's best work when Khan beat Devon, and Luis Collazo. At 147. That's probably some of Hunter's
those were his highlight times. Yeah, I'd say 140. He is you're right, Biggs. He's a smaller lad. I don't know. I just preferred Khan as a fighter. I did. It's just more exciting.
And I guess that's saying a lot about Virgil, because that was a faded version of Devin Alexander. So that's his best coaching performance for Khan. but you've got to look at Kell Brook's resume. Have a look at it. Yeah, Kell Brook resume is weak. No, I'm gonna lie.
Very weak. Very, very weak.
Either way, though, I still favor Kell Brook.
One on there.
Who's the best win?
It's the best level of opponent, period.
I agree with that.
Sean Porter, a good fighter, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Sean Porter that's the only standout, real enough name that he's got on his resume.
Can't never beat a better welterweight than Sean Porter. There's no welterweight he beat better than Sean Porter.
No.
And
Buddy lost, Spence lost, so.
Yeah.
And Kell Brook was giving hands to Errol Spence Jr. He was beating that guy.
Yeah, he was doing well. Well.
Let me ask y'all this: do you think that if Brook never fought Triple G, do you think that Spence would have beat Brook?
No.
I don't know about that. I know he'd have a bit of welterweight resume if he didn't take that fight. I don't know.
Yeah, he should have did the Triple G thing, but that was because of fucking Chris Eubank Jr.
See, they blame Eubank, but Brook wanted the payday. He got, how much did he get? About 3-5 million?
Millions.
He wanted the payday.
Yeah.
I remember Kell Brook about a year before the Triple G fight saying he'd love to fight Triple G.
And then you got it. So then, you wished for at the end of the day. He just probably didn't know that how Triple G hits that hard and that his orbitals are quite.
I'm a big welterweight, baby.
Yeah, you were a big welterweight. Big welterweight. Didn't work. Fucked him up, man. That was sad when his eyes, but like that was sad.
That was a good ass fight, though. I'm not gonna lie, for as long as it lasted.
It was a very good fight for while it lasted, but
Yep.
you know.
He hit Triple G with an uppercut that lifted Triple G off his feet.
Yes, he did. Blooded his nose too.
Yeah, well, it was a good fight. But in between, you see, Kell Brook, his discipline in between fights, it's been his bane, mate. It's been his bane. Well, this is why I keep saying Amir Khan was more of he just kept in shape the whole time. He just because he couldn't afford to fall out of shape. Kell Brook wasn't really fighting top level of people. So, you know, he'd be at the pub, he'd blow up to fucking 190 odd pound, 200, and then they have to boil back down. He just didn't live the life of a boxer.
Khan was always disciplined. That like a lot of his training, like you hear Virgil Hunter saying he's not that dedicated.
Yeah, he just looked like it. I think he had the shape that just naturally didn't need to work that hard. But I did hear that, that he sometimes would fall off as well. He's not really in it as well. Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see what kind of shape Conor Benn's going to be in next, if he's got a pair of tits on him or not.
Right. You're not getting Liam Smith versus Conor Benn. Liam Smith is fighting the Australian kid.
So he's not rematching Eubank? That's not happening? Or
they're talking about Tim Tszyu versus Liam Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting, that fight.
Good fight.
Okay.
It's a very good fight.
But I thought he exercised the rematch clause.
Big up Tim Tszyu because he'll take the difficult, because that's a difficult fight if you're waiting for a time.
And that's the thing, right? When you look at, say, like these Australian fighters, can you think of an Australian fighter who ducked anyone? These fuckers don't duck people. They fight anyone.
Well, except for Michael Zarafa. He's just one.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Zarafa.
Yeah, okay. I didn't. So he exercised the rematch clause. He's been quiet though, Eubank Jr., hasn't he? I haven't heard nothing. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, listen, he's not going to fight Liam Smith.
No,
that's a good thing.
You don't want to get beat up again like that, bro. Trust me.
No.
You don't want to get beat up like that again.
That was so satisfying to see. I hate Chris Eubank Jr.
A lot of people do. But the dude is a master troll. I mean, he makes me laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a
trolling. It's hilarious. His trolling is hilarious.
He a cornball, man.
So
cool. I think I was more traumatized than Eubank when I see Liam Smith do that. I never see Eubank get hurt like that. I don't be watching him.
He's never even been down before.
Stops like that. Yeah, he's never been down. Chris Eubank Jr., as much as a knobhead that I think he is, and do you know what? Yeah, his chin was epic.
He's got his dad's chin, that's for sure. He got that from his dad.
Until it ain't.
I don't know what happened. Like, I just think he trained himself for that fight. You're not that disciplined when you're training yourself. Oh, yeah, that's enough. I'll have a
lot of people think it was the Conor Benn fight, too. He depleted himself for that. Then he was already,
Yeah, he come off being depleted for that.
Yeah, he did back-to-back camps, didn't he?
Yeah, back-to-back. Yeah, yep.
He didn't train himself, Chan. He had Roy Jones with him, man, for Liam Smith. Roy Jones was in the corner.
Was Roy Jones in the corner for him?
Roy Jones
He was there. He was there, Chan. Yeah, he was there.
I keep thinking he trained himself. I said that the last time.
Oh, no, he did it for the Conor Benn fight. He was training himself. That's what he said. For the Conor Benn fight, he was.
For the Conor Benn fight, he wasn't going to. No, his dad was supposed to be in the corner with Ronnie.
But his dad absconded. Was it for? I thought for the Liam's. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Roy
Roy there.
Yeah, Roy was there for real. I don't know. And then you got Roy, but you know they're camped. Then you got Roy that he's fighting.
Man,
he lost the Anthony Pettis split decision.
I heard Roy really won though. He should have got the win.
Oh really?
That's what I've seen online.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen it.
How did the Minnesota Commission give Roy Jones Jr. a license to fight?
Because they're shameless.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like all them Middle America. I'm not saying Minnesota's Middle America, but all them states are outside Vegas, New York, and the main city. It's like the worst one is where did Chad Broussard and Buck Smith, Oklahoma, states like that.
Midwest. That's Midwest. Same place, same area.
I was Evander Holyfield licensed in his last fight, and he was damn near 60.
Yeah, like Roy Jones back in the day. Yeah, when he turned pro, he fought an opponent named Darwin Richards, and that was like he fought a ringer. The guy he fought in the ring was pretending to be the pro. It's like
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you mean? Say that again. He pretended to be someone else.
He pretended to be the professional boxer, and he wasn't really a proper pro. And he was in the ring, right, getting his ass handed to him. Yeah.
Oh shit! He was really an enemy.
What was that guy's name, Beats?
It was Darwin Richards. I think he was and I think the pro was something named Waddles. He pretended. Yeah. He pretended to be Waddles. Yeah.
Waddles. Okay. Waddles. Okay, I remember that.
Hey,
I didn't know that. Well,
have you seen that Danny Williams fight next weekend?
That's the boxing magazine memory retaining all that crap.
Yeah.
So Chan, I got a question for you then. Since you're disgusted by all the PED cheats, how do you feel about Roy?
I know Roy. I love Roy. He's my I'm not. I didn't say I was No, you're taking my words.
Oh, I'm messing with you. But
I never said that. I'm disgusted with PED cheats. I accept that they're there. Like Canelo, he's cheated. I don't take away his I love Roy. Everyone knows that I love Roy Jones Jr. I love Roy Jones Jr. And he got popped. Sugar Shane got popped. I still like him.
Sugar Shane didn't get popped. He admitted that.
No, he admitted it in the lawsuit, innit? Because they was like, and then he was like, oh, okay. But the thing is, what I'm disgusted about is that if you look in history, is what I was saying, right, AO? They've all just said, I don't know how it got in my system. And then they've kept their mouth shut, taken their band and moved along. I ain't seen Conor Ben's just going on and on and on, mate. Like, mate, you don't have to admit it because you're never going to admit it. Like your predecessors never admitted it. But let's just continue now so we can forget about it. That's all I was saying.
That's what I was going to ask you earlier too when you were talking about Conor Ben. Who in the top 10 do y'all think he could beat at welterweight? Because I look down that list. I don't know.
I don't know now.
Well, honestly, you know what? I wouldn't mind him fighting David Ebenezer now, if I'm being honest. I think.
Yeah, before I was like, oh, he can skip. Because at first I was on him to fight Ebenezer, and then they was like, well,
what are you doing now? I mean, yeah.
No. I was like, okay, so they're going for like world level type of vibes. All right, they're just hopping over, European level. Cool, got it. And then he was just fighting, washed up ex world level champs, whatever, ex champs. And then I thought maybe it might be right that he needs to take it a peg back down and go to an Abenesian. And I feel that's where he has to go through that route.
He's been knocked out by Crawford, so it's like, why not? Yeah.
Say it.
No, he's been knocked out by Crawford now, so why not?
Yeah, why not? He's been stopped by Bud. You may as well see where Conor really is. I think they're not really into the traditional route with Conor. It's a fast track. It's sensationalism. It's he's fight Manny Pacquiao. He's gonna fight Eubank Jr. and he's gonna fight Adrian Broner and he's gonna. There's never been no big traditional path with a Conor Ben. There ain't.
Because Chad, I mean, like Eddie Hearn is real flip flop because I remember around the time that he fought Samuel Vargas and Josh Kelly fought Ebenezer, and the plan was to match them against each other had they both won their fights. Conor Ben won his fight. Josh Kelly lost to Ebenezer. Now you don't want him to fight Ebenezer.
Is it because that's where they really see where he really is, and they're like,
I disagree with you on that.
Let me give you the guys the story, right?
Yeah.
Roy was scheduled to fight a guy named Derwin Richards, and someone named Tony Waddles pretended to be Derwin. And Waddle lost all his fights by all 3 fights by knockout and 1 by UD. He never won a fight. Yeah, ringer. Ringer.
That's crazy.
And that was in Pensacola. So their commission there, like, it's lapse as anything. Lapse,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That you could pretend to be someone completely else.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. I never knew that. I never knew that story. Does Roy talk about that much, then, Beats, at all?
Probably not. I wouldn't if I were him.
Probably not.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, Yeah, but Roy beat him though, right?
Yeah, knocked him out in a round.
Yeah. So why not talk about that story? It's not Roy's fault. That's a good story to tell. Like, guess what happened to me back in
Wait,
the day?
my guess is if Beats knows, and we know, he knows, and I'm sure he doesn't want to bring that up post fight. That's a fact. After all these years. So.
And where was that? Pensacola? Did you say, Beats? Is that in the Midwest?
Yeah, Pensacola. Yeah. I think that's why when Roy's dad was managing him, and like,
yeah, Roy Jones Sr.
There was a lot of madness going on there. You know?
Yeah.
Like Roy turned down the network deal. I can't remember who it was with. He didn't turn it down, but like I think his dad did. Do you know what I mean? And,
oh God, yeah, they had quite tumultuous in the end, and part ways that didn't work for them to be a team, did it at all?
Yeah,
bloody hell, that's a story.
Dad didn't give him the best advice.
What's his dad doing now? His dad's probably very old now, right? Does he come to the fight? Does he come to like even these recent like fights in the exhibition in the Mike Tyson ones, or is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Neither do I.
Oh God, anything but that. In the commentary, Danny Garcia versus Kell Brook would be a good fight. Oh no!
God,
I can't stand Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia against Kell Brook.
AJ, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Cali.
Okay, but I'm on the East Coast. The way they talk about Danny Garcia, I had a debate with somebody. They were really debating. This is talking to people from Philly. The younger crowd really holds him in such high regard. They were putting him in the top 2 or 3 in Philly fighters history.
He doesn't fight. How was that?
They love Danny Garcia. They love Danny Garcia.
They love him.
Man.
Not I said the fly. I mean, yeah, he's good.
It's funny how people seem to love inactive fighters for some reason. I don't know why. Most of these PBC fanboys. Like,
and they talk about his resume like it's the holy grail.
Like Stella.
He's done nothing at welterweight at all.
Danny's a good fighter. 140, he was a good fighter.
At 140, he was a
welterweight, hell no. Welterweight, no.
He did have a belt at 147, didn't he? He got swiped, didn't he?
He beat the ghost of Robert Guerrero.
I mean, all right. Oh God. Yeah, he's. Yeah.
He beat Matisse and Khan at 140, and he had to.
He was good at 140.
Kendall Hawk.
It's not that. It's that when they're literally debating, was he greater than Bernard Hopkins? Like, it's like,
okay, they need to stop right there.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
like they need to stop right
you're
there.
going too far now. You're going above and fucking beyond with all of that. No.
I mean, for the fact that Bernard Hopkins was undisputed, that just ends the conversation right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, come on, you need to stop all that bullshit.
What you talking about, mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, we don't know what
it kind of reminds me when Arlette said Keith Thurman has the best welterweight resume.
Keith Thurman. I was going to say Sean Porter.
Remember that, Chan? Oh, God. Remember that, Chan, when Arlette said that shit? Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, God. Listen, please leave us alone with fucking Keith. One time, done time, sometime, non-time. We don't give a damn.
Semi-retired time.
Retired time for is on because he don't even know what time he's fucking on, mate. Yeah, nah. I don't know. I just so this Saturday we've got Fondora,
Mendoza. We got Shakur versus Yoshino. Yoshino. We got Bam versus Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, man, we popping, man.
It's a lot of boxing, isn't it?
A lot of good cards.
That ESPN card is a showcase card to me.
Oh yeah, I agree. A lot of prospects on there.
Prospect card.
I watched Yoshino fight earlier when he fought Nakatani. Shakur gonna pick him apart.
Really, I need to go and look at that fight. I'm gonna.
He can't look past this guy though. He needs to be careful. I'm picking him to win too, but see, he should win. But
yeah, I need to see how this
guy fights.
The guy is big, man. The guy is big.
He's a puncher as well. So
he's a big fucking lad, boy. I tell you. And then when have we got Joyce and Zhang?
That's next week, I think.
That's next week.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, next week you got a choice to watch Joyce versus Zhilei Zhang or the return of Danny Williams.
What? He's still fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting in the Czech Republic next weekend.
Oh my God!
Hang on, what weight division? Danny Williams.
Heavy.
Wait a minute. Well, hold on.
Let me have a look.
Was he the one who knocked out the guy at the amusement park?
Let me have a look, fam, because I don't know who this
Is he who?
I do
I mean,
know
was
Danny.
there? I mean, like there was some footage that surfaced last year. So Danny Williams knocking out some guy. He works work for security and he slept some guy. Was that? Is
No,
that
that's not Danny Williams.
Julian Francis.
That's Julius Francis.
My bad. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julius. Okay, cool. My bad.
Yeah.
I got confused for a second.
This geezer. Fucking hell, Brixton bomber Taras, 49 years old. Oh God, stop it. Leave us alone. Man's 54 and 32.
Oh.
17 of them 32s have been stopped.
41
KOs out of the 54. But
He's still living off that Mike Tyson win, isn't he?
Bro, you're 49. Stop it. He's a 0.5 star fighter. What the fuck? Joseph?
How he's getting licensed, you know what I mean, is amazing.
He's fighting Joseph Bohatek.
I think he's still living off that Mike Tyson win, isn't he? That's all
Well,
it
they're
is.
waiting on commission approval.
By the way, Beats, what's your thoughts on Joyce versus Zhang?
Sporting.
Joyce versus Zhang. I think it could be a tough fight. I mean, like, Zhang can handle himself, man.
Yeah. You got Joe winning? I got Joe winning, so still.
Yeah, I've got Joe winning.
Yeah.
I
see it like this. Right, you've got that, people are always hating on Anthony Joshua. He's fighting what Simon Jordan called a journeyman in Jermaine Franklin. But yeah, Jermaine Franklin beat Jerry Forrest. Jerry Forrest, I believe, beat Zilly Zhang.
Yeah, of course he did.
He beat Michael Hunter, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
He got robbed against Michael Hunter, man. That was some BS. He won that fight clearly.
Simon Jordan's annoying. Yeah, he fought Mike Tyson in 2004. KO'd him.
2004.
Round 4 KO.
I think Mike Tyson, he hurt his leg in that fight, if I'm not mistaken, right? His leg went out, I think.
Yeah, he hurt his leg, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of contributed to his loss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Then he got a world title shot immediately after.
He was past it. He got beaten up, man.
So why is he still bloody fighting now then? Can't tell me that this fight's going to give him that much money that it's going to be worth putting his life.
What is his record at this point? I don't even want to know. Don't even tell me.
I just said it.
Oh, sorry. I must have been.
He's 54 and 32.
Oh, that. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the rages.
No, he's 54.
Oh
he's had nearly 100 fights then? Get out.
Yeah.
Wow. 86 fights.
Wow. How many times has he been knocked out? Never mind, I don't want to know.
17 times.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
it's enough, man. Give your body, like, he's lost the last 4 back-to-back against a 4-0, against a 15-0, against 11-0, and someone on their fucking debut knocked him out in 2 rounds. Before that, he had a win. He knocked someone out 0-8. He knocked out a journeyman. This geezer knocked out a journeyman. And then before that, you lost against a 6-1, a 5-0. God, it's looking at this resume, that is just tragic. It's bad. The only people he's really beat in the last 10 years have been, and that ain't a lot, they've been journeymen. Literally journeyman.
It's crazy.
3 and 42 and 6.
I remember watching Danny, man, like 24. The first loss was to Julius Francis. I ain't got the box record. Julius upset him on point, and then he stopped Julius in the rematch. When he knocked down Audley, gave Audley his first L on his record when he was British champion, when he was somebody. He lost it. He beat Tyson, lost to Vitali, and he was a good fighter, man. I remember the showdown with Keith Long for the British title, the All Brixton showdown. I don't know what happened to him. Why? I don't know.
Okay, so Vitali. Yeah, he lost against Vitali 8 rounds. Got stopped.
2004. Yeah, that was just after the Tyson fight.
Yeah, and then he fought Petranyi.
I remember his first loss. No, second loss. He lost to the Turkish guy. The Turkish guy battered him for the European title.
God, and you're right. Audrey Harrison split decision.
Although they were trying to rob him though. That's when See, Audley was with Frank Warren. They were trying to rob Danny. You know what I mean? Danny was clearing
But
him
then
out.
Audley beat him on the second on the rematch.
Yeah, Audley destroyed him in the rematch. Destroyed him. Bust up
Round
his
knockout.
yeah.
And
that's Audley's best win of his career.
Audley Harrison, he's not tightly wrapped himself.
Danny used to be a good fighter.
Yeah, what's happened? But he fought Chisora as well.
Yeah, he lost to Chisora for the British title.
Yes, second round. Chisora knocked him out.
He beat John McDermott, who arguably beat
Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Who he beat Fury. Yeah. Tyson. He
One
lost
of them, I think he fought John twice. One of them was controversial.
No, Tyson Fury fought John twice.
No, Danny fought him as well.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even. I must have skated through. He fought Christian Hammer as well. Lost to him.
Yeah.
Lost to Hammer. Hang on. Wait. How did he fight Marius Bradis? What, did he go down to cruiser? No. Or did Bradis come in at heavyweight?
Probably just knocked him out. I don't know.
No, he fought Marius Bradis. Doesn't even say. It's got like, why has it got like a hazard next to the name? Got a hazard like a. No, that is wild. He fought Marius Bradis and lost and got stopped in 2013 in 2 rounds.
Mammal Char knocked him out as well, I believe.
But Marius Bradis must have been fighting that first heavyweight and thought, let me go down to cruiser then. Has to be the only way. Because there's no way because it doesn't say the weights. This guy was fighting at 284 pounds his last fight and 260. There's no way that he would have made the cruiserweight limit. So Bradis must have just been coming as a heavyweight and thought, fuck it, I'll just do this geezer. Would you say Beats? Who's the next geezer that you said?
Mammal Char knocked him out as well.
God. Yeah, look, he's just got bare L's. All you can see is red. Red. Then he's had a run with some green, then it's red. I can't believe he's coming back. He's coming back 15th of...
He won the European title. He fought Michael Sprott twice. No. He fought Michael Sprott about 3 times. About 3 times. He lost one of them.
What a thing, boy. This geezer's crazy. I don't know. 6'3", the Brixton Bomber. You got the brown bomber, the bronze bomber, the blonde bomber, and the Brixton Bomber. God. Okie dokes. Oh boy, that's going to be an interesting one. I hope he retires after this, and I hope the money's worth why he's... When was his last fight? And he's been fighting, guys. He's been fighting consistently as well. Like, it's not like he's had bare. Well, I can see from 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2023 again. I don't know. Sorry, I have no clue. I have no words. All right. Does anyone want to have any last words before I wrap it up? Because I'm fucking gobsmacked.
No, I'm good, man.
I'm all right. I'm good.
You right, Ayo? Sporting?
Yeah, thank you very much for having us on.
I want to say thank you to Sporting and AJ for accompanying little old me for this. The deep dives. Yeah, we got it done in the end. We do want to have Beats on one of the deep dives, Beats, as well, where we do these stats, facts, and data. I would love you to join us on a 3-part where we break it up for the first two parts. We do like one. So like we want to do Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, the deep dive. So we do like the first.
That's another easy one.
I know you say it is. But sometimes when you look at the opponents and you even look at, sometimes you see things that are like, okay, I didn't know that. That's why it's quite important to do it. We will be doing Dillian White and who else did we say? Doing Dillian White's resume, Carlos Takam's resume, because they faced a lot of people. It doesn't mean that they beat them. It's just about the people that they faced, the better level of opponent. So doing those as well. So Beats, at some point, I'd love you to come through.
All right.
Do a resume deep dive. The OG, you got the knowledge as well. You probably don't even have to pull up a box rec. You're like, yeah, what's it? I'm just writing it down.
If I have my happy pills, I'll do it. Right.
Yeah, dude. I mean, no, you got the knowledge, right? So it's all good. So yeah, that's what. But Sporting Icons, thank you so much, Sporting, for accompanying me on this one as well. It's been fun, and on to the next one, Sports. On to the next one. Don't get. I dropped the label. Yeah, we dropped the label, mate. Yeah, and HAL Day for joining me as well on it, and as you did for Spence and Bud as well. That was fun. That one. That was really fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you for having me.
Who did y'all have with the better resume?
Bud, in the end.
Okay. Sound about right to me.
Bud had the better level of opposition. Yeah, he did. And then this one, BETERBIEV had it. So I was thinking it was probably BIVOL, could be. But yeah, so we don't use any bias. Doesn't matter if it's your favourite fighter, favourite hated fighter. We're just going by stats, facts, and data. So yeah. I would like to thank y'all for joining Little Lucky. Shouts out Sporting, shouts out HAL Day, and shouts out to Ayo. So guys, we deal with stats, facts, and data.
Facts matter. See, if we're going to have a conversation, we have to agree that there's some things that are just true. Facts and data matter.
That's right. We always deal with stats, facts, and data.
Computer, establish a security code for access to all functions previously transferred to Bridge.
Enter code.
173467321 Charlie 32 789777 643 Tango 732 Victor 731178888 732 476789764376 lock.
Security code intact for all specified inquiries and orders.
We're to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
That's right, knowledge is what?
Knowledge is key.
So if it go on,
So if it go on, not bad I see nothing because nothing not got one. Lock off your eyes, cost me, make you come.
That's right, them the like, we wouldn't like them.
Them not like me, some me not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raised man, wanna inform up, fun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping flight.
That's right. Anyway, I've always been that bitch. I'm always going to continue to be that bitch, I guess. Someone had to fill out the application form, and I got assumed the position. Pause.
It's tight, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, now let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes fucking repel that.
So, I shall see you guys on Monday for the weekly wrap-up Shiggity show. Kenny Ken will be in the building. I'd like to thank, I do want to thank Sporting Icons for joining me in the building. I want to thank AJ All Day for joining me in the building. And we want to thank the OG Beats for joining us on the panel in the building. And I want to thank Ayo for joining me on the panel as well in the building. So, is the members only roll call. Andrew H in the building. Modern King Boxing in the building. Don Juan in the building. Ben Adams in the building. Stephen T in the building. ERF Boxing in the building. Mark in the building. Slim Boxing Commentary in the building. Mark Niggity Nash in the building. Dub right side in the boot dizzy. R to the left in the boot dizzy. D style in the boot dizzy. Devil Beats in the boot dizzy. Jimmy McKinley in the boot dizzy. Ringside Reporter Live in the boot dizzy. Queen Lisa Bales in the boot dizzy. AJ All Day in the boot dizzy. Chala in the boot dizzy. Upload type el primero ya tú sabes en el edificio. Sí. Dr. P, bars in the boot dizzy. Ricky and Ricardo, mi hermano, bars in the boot dizzy. King of King Boxing, what up, LadyChann, in the boot dizzy. Pitbull in the boot dizzy. Boxing God in the boot dizzy. Zara in the boot dizzy. Sports Heaven, what up, King, in the boot dizzy. Don Wani in the boot dizzy. Ahmed in the boot dizzy. Héctor Garcia, mi esposo número uno, ya tú sabes, in the boot dizzy. Zonda in the boot dizzy. Donald Banks DB in the boot dizzy. And Corn Shonery bars in the bill. Diz. Guys, we got some special guests. Well, we got a special guest next week that I'm quite excited to have. But I'll give you the rundown because things are switching around. Please join the membership only. One of the guests will be, one won't, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I'm quite excited. So this one's a good one. So stay tuned for the weekly wrap-up show. You guys have a great Easter weekend. Good Friday today. If you're Catholic, you're only supposed to eat your fish and bread. On Sunday, you can go in. Tomorrow, you can eat meat. Sunday, you can eat your meat. So I want to say happy Easter. And I want to say thank you for joining me. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey, girl, it's LadyChann. Do I usually say, anyway, I'm done? Anyway, I'm done. No, because sometimes I get it wrong, and I think I'm saying, am I supposed to say, anyway, I'm done? But no, it's anyway, I'm gone, anyway. No, yeah, sorry. Anyway, I'm gone. I've been saying it long enough. I should know it. Hey, girl, it's LadyChann, rep none less. Come box with Shan. Channalytics, thank you very much. LadyChann has left the boot dizzy. Gyan. Gyan. Come box with Shan.
How you going? How you burn this?